Hello, hello. Happy birthday, Hairbag. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Thank you, Mouse.
Awesome. How's everybody out doing? Who we got with us? We got Janica and
Once I
Mayor.
can see the chat, I'll let you know who I see.
Izzy's stopped by. Is Izzy still here?
All right. Oop.
Hello, Janica. So today we are here with Hairbag. For Hairbags, what number is this? I'll let you say it.
Oh my God. Don't cringe, people. 67.
67. It's a number you should be proud of.
I'm trying to get this put in. If you can hang on a minute.
All right, you go ahead and do that.
All right.
Throw that banner up. There we go, folks. And Janica says she's got you beat on age.
Got me beat on what age?
Yeah. He fell off. He'll be right back. He's trying really hard to figure out how to stream this live to his channel. So it will be on his channel. Oop. Sorry about that. Are you there?
Hang on.
Okay.
You hear?
Yeah.
Really? I might be coming in twice then. Hang on.
No, just once. I've only got you once. All right. I'll do this.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
There we
But I'm
go.
echoing.
Corner Clubhouse Cobalt coming in saying happy birthday, Hairbag.
Thank you. I'm gonna drop down because I'm echoing and so are you. I'll be right back.
Okay, well that's on your side. I don't hear the echo. Hello, Sabrina Twist. How are you guys? I have linked the StreamYard link to the top of chat if you guys want to come up and join us. Y'all come on in. It is. It is Hairbag's birthday party. Is that better, Hairbag? Oh, you're still at work. We'll be really quiet. There we go.
How's that? It ain't doing it. Hang on.
Well, Corner, you don't have much longer left. The work day is almost over. Getting this Friday started early because there's a lot going on tonight, guys, on the streets, as there is every Friday. So I wanted to get up here before we got in everybody's way. We'll get Hairbag up here again in just a minute. He's trying real hard to learn how to stream this to his channel. And see. You gonna come up and join us, Sabrina? All right. While we're waiting, what we're going to do today, guys, I guess just for fun, because it is Hairbag's birthday, and because this is something Hairbag just enjoys dabbling in, we are going to do conspiracy theories. What is your favorite conspiracy? Come up and tell us. We'll see what we can come up with. I think one of my favorites is gonna be something in the dabble of DB Cooper. Welcome back, Hairback. You're muted. You can. There you go.
Thank you.
Can you hear
Leave
me
it
now?
to me to be late for my own party.
You just don't want to stay, do you?
I don't know what the hell the problem is today.
I was just telling them that we were gonna play with conspiracy theories just for fun. Talk about them, throw them around.
Okay. I heard something about DB Cooper.
I think that was the conspiracies of the DB Cooper thing. That whole thing fascinates me. Gene
You know,
Polhemus?
I
I don't know if I'm saying that right. It says happy birthday. Happy cake
oh,
day,
hey,
Hairback.
Sabrina.
Sabrina's here.
I see that. Thank you. Gene, thank you.
Yes. Yes, Jenica. That was the guy who, dropped out of the airplane with all the
Yep.
money.
You know what I think? I think instead of dropping out where they think he did, I think he dropped out over the desert where he wasn't going to be landing into a lot of trees. He misdirected, is what he did.
There is a documentary out now that it shows where they think maybe when he jumped out of the plane that he indeed hit his target and immediately caught a ride back to the area he started, kept his mouth shut, kept the money hidden up in a compartment in his house, and that he just kept his mouth shut and spin it slowly.
It could be. Yeah, it could be.
But that
Another thing I was wondering, if you look at the face, for some reason I get a feeling it wasn't a man. I think it was a woman.
ooh, that would be wild. That's hard to say, though. I'll have to put the time in its place there. You're talking about someone or a woman who would have been knowledgeable enough in the parachutes to know what parachute they wanted, because they named a specific parachute.
Yeah.
And at that time, would that many women be familiar with parachutes?
Well, if they were in the military at one time, they would be.
Well, that's what I'm
because
saying.
even now listen, even during basic training, you have to do parachute.
Right.
So if they were in the military at any point,
Well, they
they would
believe
have done
DB
it.
Cooper was because of the parachute he chose. It was kind of traced back to someone that would have been in the military.
Yeah, but a woman could have been one of them that did too. I mean, who would think of a woman doing it being disguised as a man?
Well, I know it seems quite common now, but at that time, would it have been common?
No. That's why I think it would have worked.
Right. You're right. Because I wouldn't have thought of a woman with all the evidence that, they presented in it. But that still doesn't explain. Do you remember where they found all the money on the beach of the river?
Yeah. And it was what, a kid that found it.
Right. So that one kind of contradicts the documentary of, him being picked up by a friend and jetted right back to the place he came from and just kept his mouth shut. And, if they don't know who DB Cooper was as in identity, then they didn't know who it was.
It's always boggled me about that, though. Why would they have found it there? But yet, they've shown proof where he dropped off in the Nevada desert instead of in the forest.
Right.
That's what I don't get. That's what's kind of got my mind going in both directions. I can't figure out why, unless he made it as a decoy.
Could have. Could have. But he even had to have at least enough airplane knowledge or air knowledge to know how low he had to bring the plane back down to.
And he told him that.
Right. So he could jump out.
Yeah, what was it? 250,000?
I
I
can't
don't
remember.
remember.
I can't remember either. But it was
But
low
let's
enough
say
that
let's say he took the parachute, the bag the parachute itself was in. Not the parachute with the cord. I mean the one that carries the actual parachute that you put on your back. And he stuffed money in there, dropped it out of the back of the plane when he went to the back steps.
hmm.
He could have.
So you think he dropped the money before he jumped?
I think he dropped at least one of them
Fair.
and then kept the rest when he got over the desert. Or she, whichever the case may be.
Right. Right. I don't know. I'm still torn between whether or not the guy ran and kept it all. Because to me, he survived the jump because we would have either found him, attached to the parachute, the whole 9 yards. We never found the parachute, did we?
I don't think they did. And it's like Janica said, unless he took another identity.
I agree. He absolutely had to be military trained,
Yes.
he or she, to know
What parachute to ask for.
and what plane to ask for and how low he demanded them fly the plane when he jumped.
And how fast.
Right.
And who would know that but a military person or someone that had been in the military?
Fair.
Who knows? It could have been a parachuting instructor.
Let's see. Um,
Now, don't get me wrong here, but I'll tell you what, my deal with this possibly being a woman, I've seen women with more hair on their face than I have some guys.
they
And I'm
never,
not trying to be a smartass. I'm being serious.
well, to be fair, yes, None of the sketches ever depicted facial hair. All of the
What were
sketches,
they? I mean, were the people really looking for it though? You know
well,
what I mean?
all they had was sketch artists.
But in a situation where you're hijacked
Uh-huh.
and your nerves are all cranked up, would you really pay attention that closely to that much detail?
No,
I
and
don't think I would.
all it would have taken was a short haircut
Right. And a woman
because
could have got the short haircut because they knew, oh, it'll grow back in about a year.
right. And so that was what 200,000
Something like that, 250, something like that.
hijacked a seven. What was it? A Boeing 727.
Okay.
And let's see, well, how did he do it? Because he stopped once after releasing the passengers in Seattle. The hijacker instructed the flight crew to refuel the aircraft and begin a second flight to Mexico City.
Yeah, and that's where
He
after he
stopped in,
released everybody, he jumped out.
well, he did one refueling stop in Reno, Nevada. And then about after 30 minutes, it says, of taking off from Seattle. Well, let's go back because it
That
says
can't be
stop
because
in
if he took
Reno, Nevada.
on fuel in Reno, well, how would he have taken off from Seattle?
Right. He opened the aircraft's door, deployed the staircase, and parachuted into the night over southwestern Washington. Now that was what I had heard.
Right. That's the story they're putting out. But I've seen a documentary where they're saying that he didn't. He dropped out over the desert in Nevada.
Wow, interesting, Jenica. She says it was said that he had a makeup kit.
I wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it one
Interesting.
bit.
I've never thought about the case in terms of a woman. That'll make you scratch your head for sure.
Yeah, I never heard about that one about the makeup kit.
Let me go back and see if I can. Where does it say? See if I can find out where they found the money on the beach.
You know, back then everybody just assumed it was a man.
Right.
And if what Janica says is true about the makeup kit, that says a lot right there. I wonder if it's one of those pieces of evidence they were supposed to keep under wraps just in case.
I don't know. Let's see. I know they found a clip-on tie, a
Mm-hmm.
mother of pearl tie clip,
Mm-hmm.
and some cigarettes, and I think some of the hair.
That I don't know about the hair. I don't remember if I ever heard that or not. I may have and not even realized it. I mean, there was so much other stuff going on, you know?
Yeah. To think it could have been a girl. That is the ultimate. But it would also, that was a thing they did. If you'll think about entertainment and at what time things started showing up on TV where, men would do appearances, not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily in drag, but dressed up as a woman for laughs, for comedy,
Yeah, yeah.
would have been about that time.
And if he promised, let's say, a really good makeup person to do it, hey, I'll give you 10,000 if you do this.
Well, that's just it. In high school, we were actually taught in drama class stage makeup. And one of those chapters was aging the face. And for a grade, we had to sit in front of a mirror with stage makeup and age ourselves. And they taught us how to do it, how to highlight it, how to shadow it. So it wouldn't be that hard.
Well, good. You could make me look 18 again then, right?
Well, a few filters. No.
Oh,
But
now
yeah,
you had to come with the filter.
I that's what I was reading for, Jenica, was if they DNA tested the hair or the cigarettes, of course it would have still no. Let's see. They revisited the case in March of 2009. Was talking about the metals of the tie. It says FBI agents found 2 hair samples in Cooper's seat. A single strand of limb hair on the seat and a single strand of brown Caucasian head hair on the headrest. The limb hair was destroyed after FBI crime laboratory determined the sample lacked enough unique microscopic characteristics to be useful. So, wow. If the head hair was suitable for future comparison, and it is
But if they go ahead.
and is preserved on a microscope slide. So, but it doesn't say. The FBI sought to extract DNA from the cigarette butts, but discovered the butts had been destroyed while in the custody of Las Vegas field offices. So
Well,
all
how
of the evidence
convenient.
fell apart.
That's convenient, isn't it?
Right.
Wow. I think they knew something they didn't want getting out.
Well, on February 10th of 1980, an 8-year-old was vacationing with his family at the Columbia River at a beachfront at known as Tina Bar. Anyway, they found about 5,800, 3 packets of ransom cash totaling about 5,800. So see, it wasn't the entirety of the money on the beach.
Hell, it wasn't only but a fraction. See, that's what I mean. I'm thinking he or whoever it was threw some money out as a wild goose chase.
You're right. FBI technicians confirmed the money was indeed a portion of the ransom. 2 packets of $120 bills each and a third packet of 90, all arranged in the same order when it was given to Cooper.
Well, not only that, they even wrote down the serial numbers. You can bank on that.
Oh yeah, ransom when they're following through with the ransom and bringing you money, they know exactly which bills they handed you. But it doesn't explain the 10 bills missing from the last packet. Like, that little boy pocketed that. No, I'm
No,
just
they
kidding.
actually, I think, gave him reward money for that. Even if the money is not spendable, face value there, they would give them that amount for finding it.
I believe this was 1971, wasn't it, guys?
Right around there, 72 in that area.
November 24th of 1971. And so they trashed any DNA that they could. That's crazy because today we could rerun it.
Yeah, but they destroyed it, remember?
That's what I was saying.
And anyway, too, it could have been, who knows whose head hair it could have been. It could have been anyone on there. that had been on there. I mean, the hair from the headrest. How
And
many
Jenica,
other
that's
people had flown and sat in that seat, leaned their head back, and had one of their hairs come off?
right. And we all do that, or we brush or hug somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean you're the hijacker because they find your DNA there.
that's true. Jenica says, how much of the money you think has been circulated? Well, with either theory, the theory that he was local and went right back home and hid and spent his own money, then I would say all of it except for that 5,000, right? I
Yeah.
mean, we know
Well, there might have
5,000
been more, but they're not sure.
from what they
And if
found on
it,
the beach.
yeah, because of all the wetness getting to it, it could have been a little more because some of it could have rotted.
Right. And
Because if have you
it
seen
kind of
pictures
did.
of that money?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you
It
notice
was,
the edges were all eaten away.
yeah.
Yeah. So you don't know. There could have been a little bit more in there, but some of it might have just got, you know, decomposed quicker.
Maybe. But that would still leave, I mean, the rest of that 200,000. And in the
Yeah.
70s, that was a lot more than it was today. Today, now that's a part of a house. That's a modern home, small one. You know.
Here's one I was thinking about. If he wanted to launder that, it wouldn't be that hard. You could take one or two bills each paycheck and put it in the bank with your pay that you get. Whatever it is you normally saved out of your paycheck in the bank,
Uh huh.
take that much out of your money, the legit money, and replace it with two of the bills that came from it. It might take you a while, but I'll tell you what, you'd finally get it all laundered.
Yeah, but if you're in a small town and it's 1970, God, even 74, 75, you take that money to another town, a small town, and walk into a grocery store, that clerk doesn't know that serial number. She just takes your 100, right?
That's true.
Gives you your change and you walk on. Was there a way in the 70s, even if that dollar somehow made it back to a bank, would it have been discovered, picked up, noticed for the
Oh,
serial numbers being
probably.
of that? Well, then how far would it have gone before somebody would have noticed?
Well, here's the thing. How would you trace to who give it to them? That's what I can't figure
Right.
out.
True.
I mean, anybody that would go into a grocery store or a bank or anything, there's no way to prove which depositor or which spending customer gave that bill out.
Right. Because we didn't have the security cameras and all that in the
No,
70s. And
no,
Jenica's got a point.
they weren't even thought of back then.
Jenica's got a point too. What if they had gone to Mexico or even any other country and swapped it for,
Their currency and then
yeah,
came
for
back
their,
to the US and retraded it.
yeah.
That's an idea too, yeah.
Or put it all together. What if she was female and she worked for a different bank and she just slid it through little by little? Right? What if she worked at a bank herself?
Well, male or female, being that that person was the only one to ever get away with a hijacking, more power to you.
Not only the hijacking, but the money itself, the theft
The
of it.
legend of it, though, think of that. This is
It-
going to be talked about for generations.
And it was kind of a sideways bank robbery, right? Like he didn't have to walk into a bank
Nope.
and rob the bank.
And still robbed it.
Right.
And the good part is, got away with it.
Exactly. And no one was harmed. Right.
I wonder what they do to him today over it. I think the statute of limitations has run out, but still, if they ever caught
Wow.
him,
That would
I'm
be
wondering
interesting
what
to
they
look
would
up.
say to him.
What would the statute of limitations be on that?
Same as any other, except for murder. Murder, there is no statute. And
Is
I
that
think
the
the
only one?
statute, it's anywhere between, and I'm not positive, but it's between 7 or 15 years, and I'm not sure which it is. I've heard both, so
Hmm. Well, I guess the theft itself would go under that. The statute of limitations on theft in the US is 20 years.
he's well beyond that. It's damn near 50 years since it happened. No, wait a minute. It's over 50 years.
Yeah.
52 years. Good God. I hate saying that because I
I know,
remember when
right?
that shit happened.
Here's the theory. Do y'all think Hitler escaped from Nazi Germany? And what
Yep.
was that, a body double or not?
I think it was a body double. Too many people had said they'd seen him in Argentina. And
I think
South
it's
America was a ally to him.
I think my mind will always go there when we're talking about someone rich or powerful. It's always hard for my mind to wrap around they're really gone. It's always been my theory that they just jetted into privacy or,
Right.
because I mean, if, you're powerful enough, you can get away with that.
What do
You
you
have,
think about it, Janica? Do you think he escaped from Germany and that was a body double or what? Hmm. That's a good question. Do you think Hitler and Eva Braun had children? That's a good question.
I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with that.
You know what really gets me about Hitler, though? He had all the Jews killed in World War II, but yet he was one himself when he was born.
Yeah. Well, I do know that Hitler, and this should shock Russia, okay? This should shock us about Russia. But he suffered from what was called Asperger's disease or syndrome,
Okay.
and it's kind of on the autistic spectrum. And did y'all
Well,
know Putin does too?
I
And
know
he
his
goes
doctor kept
unmedicated.
him on well, let's put it this way, a lot of good drugs that kept him pretty up there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but Russia. God, my brain went blank. I glitched.
Maybe I should have shut up and let you finish.
Not Biden, the other one, Putin.
Oh
Putin
yeah.
suffers from Asperger's as well, and he remains untreated. Like, it there were some journals that were brought out by Hitler's professors from college, where he used to write
Right.
in rambles and notebooks, and they would, take them up, and or he'd leave. They had their hands on them, and even then in college, his professors knew he was out there, that he was going to be an extremist, that he had extremist thoughts. Yes, Jenica, he does. Vladimir, yes.
I wouldn't have thought Asperger's. I would have thought, oh
It explains the
my
way
God,
he
I hate
controls
that.
stuff, and it's on a personal level. If you I can't explain Asperger's in a simple sentence, but it is part of the autism spectrum. It isn't, on the
Yes.
highly functional end of the autism spectrum, but it has to do with getting, easily irritated about small things, staying nervous, kind of paranoid, and to know that a man just like Hitler is now running Russia, just like Hitler did, is crazy to me.
What about China? What about North Korea? I think all three of them are the same.
Yeah. But I mean, like, little Ken, oh, Rocket Man, it's weird that he's there because his dad was. Like, nobody even asked if he was competent enough. They just weren't, the family wasn't going to let the rule go, the power.
Right. Well, the power goes to their head.
Who is Joseph, Seneca?
Joseph Goebbels.
Who is that?
That was the propaganda minister for Hitler.
Oh, right. Okay. Fair. Yeah, but Jenica, they poisoned his dad. Like, you know, so to even think that, does that put you, does that put her in more danger than it does her ever having the ability to take over rule?
You wouldn't be able to get to her.
Oh, they don't, it don't come from the outside. That's just it. It comes from the inside.
Well, if somebody's got enough BALLs to go after her,
Right?
because they're going to be dead, I'll tell you.
I mean, the politics in that country, it it's more royal than political, right? And
I'd
so,
say dictatorial.
yeah, dictatorial, but in a more royal sense. They're royal, not leaders. They're
Well, they
royal.
seem to think they
And
are.
so everything family is leader.
Well, they all think their stuff don't stink, you know.
Well, sure. And they all have a bigger part of their country in poverty than what they show on TV by
This is
design.
true. This is
You know,
true.
by design. What we see on TV, trust me, is not how the majority of those countries really are. The poverty areas are huge, huge,
Well,
and
I
the
got
rich
a
areas are
question for
small.
you. You got to ask yourself, what made all these other countries so upset with us? Now,
I
it had, we had to, our government had to have done something that we don't know about that has really gotten under their skin.
no, I think it's more about the way they run their countries that we now in this day and time disagree with.
Yeah, Janica, that's
And that,
true too.
all of us running around happy and free throwing up videos is kind of a liability to their, running their country. They don't want people to have a mind,
That's true.
because when you let your people have an opinion, then that overruns your rule.
Well, in a way, they're kind of doing that here. It's called technology.
Yeah.
Cell phones, video games.
But we as a country over here have huge problems in our, on our internet platforms
Yeah,
because our
yeah.
children are at risk. We're not able to protect each other. Hey, there's handsome Sam.
Hey, Sam, welcome in.
You can come up. Jenica, you can come up too, guys. I've got the link pinned to the top of chat there. If y'all want to join us. We're just throwing around conspiracy theories.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit about the hijacker DB Cooper. And then we moved on to Hitler. Don't know what's coming next.
Oh, come on, Jenica, throw it out there. It's your turn. Come on, Jenica. You know what I'm asking. We have to have at least one alien discussion, Jenica. At least one. I blame Izzy Pop for that.
Speaking of which, Izzy, where are you? Haven't heard you in chat since we started. Come on.
APB for Izzy Pop.
Yeah, right?
I have seen that, Jenica. Kingston Avenue in Philadelphia. The zombies. I have seen these videos. It is scary. Very scary. That is real live stuff there. The new BRUGS that are on the streets.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. It turns them into zombies. I mean, like they stopped walking just mid-stride. And they're standing there or leaned up against something, like they're not even falling down. It's so sad.
Wow.
It is disgusting, Jenica. You're right. It's sad.
Wow.
And this guy walks around just filming them, just in amazement. Like, really?
Why would anybody want to do that to themselves? My God.
Hey, Sam.
Hello, how are y'all doing?
Doing pretty good. How's the weather holding up in Houston?
Texas.
You never know. Just don't blink, right? You can tell by his roads how crazy the roads are there in Houston. They say San Antonio's worse, but Houston's just hot and muggy. You're muted. What did you say?
Oh, sorry. I'm actually taking my father somewhere right now.
Oh.
But what country were you guys talking about?
Well, we started talking about DB Cooper, and then we started talking about Hitler, and I don't know where we're at right now.
I think we hit China and Japan and Korea.
Yeah, we did, with Russia in there.
We're on conspiracy theories. We're laying it all out crazy today, Sam. Do you have a favorite conspiracy theory?
Janica, where are you at? Get up here.
That's what I told her. Get up here with these aliens, Jenica. You love it.
They're talking about your people.
Hello, little dove. How are you?
Welcome in, little dove.
I was telling him my favorite was all the DB Cooper conspiracies. That one just really energizes me. I love that story.
That
Right.
one missed me. I was too young for that one.
Oh.
Thank you very much, little dove.
Hi, little dove. If you'd like to come up too, you can. The link is pinned to the top of chat, guys. We ain't going nowhere. We're just having chill, silly chat.
Well, my buddy EMP Dave has his string going, but they're doing karaoke, and I don't sing in public.
That's me. I'll listen to it, but y'all don't want to hear me sing. There
I
she
couldn't
comes.
hear you.
Here I am.
There she is.
Hi, Sam. Hi, Hairbag. Happy
Hi,
birthday.
Janica.
I forgot to say that.
Thank you
That's
for
right.
having me
Happy
up here,
birthday, sir.
Mouse.
Hey, Jenica.
So there's so many interesting things to talk about, isn't there?
Mhm.
Oh, so many different.
I had
What
Izzy
about,
going on Genghis Khan today.
Yeah.
I heard.
I learned
That
a
is it's so interesting, though.
I've
You
moved
know?
back to the bushes.
lot.
You know what I find interesting, though? They say they found his tomb, but yet you never heard anything on the major news stations or anything about it.
No, they kept it pretty quiet
Yeah. Today
because
was
they
the
didn't
first
want
I
that
even
out
heard
there.
of it.
Yeah, they didn't want that out there. I don't blame them.
They found Tut's tomb.
Little dove, plug in your mic real fast. It says you don't have your mic plugged in. Oh, there's Buddy. Hey, Buddy.
You know what always fascinates me is the terracotta soldiers. Have you
Oh,
ever
no
seen
doubt.
them in
Yes.
China?
Yes.
Oh my God, that is amazing. Amazing.
Thank you, buddy.
I'm a bit of a history buff, so.
Well, if I remember correctly, you worked at security at a museum for a bit there, didn't you?
Not me. No, I think Izzy did,
Okay,
but not
is
me.
that who told the story of the
Yeah.
girl in the building?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that was
so
maybe the second time I was on panel with you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was the day after the auction.
Oh. So how's life treating you there, Sam? Oh, okay. That answered that question. Enough said, buddy. Enough said.
I got the same look when I asked him how the
No,
weather
we're
was.
good. We're good. It's just warm down here.
You're giving us the rock eyebrow.
No, we're good. Making it.
Okay, so like, what's your take on the ancient pyramids?
They're
The weight of
big.
the stones and all that stuff. What, do you think that there was a more intelligent race that guided the human race into building that?
Nah. I think they had wooden cranes, you know,
No,
like they
honestly.
show in textbooks where they'd pull down on them and they'd lift the blocks up to where they
Yeah,
wanted them.
lever and pulley type thing.
Yes.
No,
But how
I've been
about
in
those stones
construction
that
for a
weigh
long
a
time, and
couple
I seem like it hit some dumbasses
couple
with some good
tons?
ideas.
Well, wouldn't that would probably do it though? It'd probably weigh, lift them up.
I can't understand how they stacked all those stones up that high.
Oh,
And
it
it's
took.
perfect.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
perfect.
Be right back.
I
One
got
second. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Yeah, I see what
I
you're saying.
personally think they were built for astrology more than
Oh, I
they
do
were
too.
for, the kings and the
Mm-hmm.
tombs and the way the rooms were set up. And they learned this, when once they get the pyramid built and they would peer out of that window, they'd be like, "Oh crap, the sky moved." like, like I had that window set to, study that star, but the sky moves, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
And
probably a way they did study the stars and stuff, the solstices and such. Just like
I
Stonehenge.
I think Stonehenge is a calendar. I think it is a calendar, a life-size calendar according to the moon. I think they were using the moon to make a calendar.
It could be.
And the way the stones are arranged around, they were outlining or positioning the flow of the moon through the month.
Hmm. That's interesting. But could you
I
imagine
wonder if
stacking
it could
those
have had
things?
something to do now on that line. I wonder if it had something to do with their agriculture.
Stonehenge?
Yeah, like you guys were saying, it could have had the moon phase mapped out on it, and not
Ah,
only that, the solar
That is
phases.
possible
yeah, for the
because
planting seasons and all.
yeah,
Yeah.
the farmers
Yeah,
they watch the heart they use the harvest moon, remember?
Mm-hmm.
yep.
So that could be
Wow.
true.
It could be. Lord only knows. But we can guess.
Now tell us about these aliens, Jenica.
Oh, well, what do you want to know about the aliens?
What do you think? Do you think they're within the Milky Way or from
In
a
our
totally different?
galaxy, yes, I do think there is life in our galaxy, other life. And
Even
I
if
do,
it isn't in our
and this is just
galaxy,
my
it's
personal
too big
theory, but
for it not to be.
huh?
I said, even if it isn't in our galaxy, it's still, it's too big to say we're the only ones.
That's right. I mean, you look up at all the stars and stuff. Come on, there's got to be other life out there. And I think
Somewhere, yeah,
we may be coexisting with aliens, and we don't might not even know it. It's a possibility.
it
It's
is.
But you
We
got to
got,
open your mind to those kind of thoughts, and a lot of people don't want to open their minds to that.
it's too scary for them. That's why.
Oh yeah, well I like to watch Ancient Aliens and how they talk back and forth about comparing the Bible to archaeological finds, and it adds up. And if you change some of the characters into like ancient aliens, that have come to Earth, and
Right.
it makes more sense.
right.
Have you seen,
Because
did you
people
ever
back
see?
then, they didn't know how to explain what they were seeing.
Exactly. Did
So
you
they
ever
wrote
see the inscription in the Egyptian tomb where they show, what was it?
about the helicopter, the
Yes,
submarine. Yes.
yes,
Yep. And did you see the light bulb one?
yeah. Now,
Yeah.
how in the hell would they have known? Now, the light bulb one I can believe because back then you could use vinegar. What is it? Vinegar, copper, and something else to make a battery. So
Oh,
they could have
really?
made light.
That's cool. Well,
Okay.
they must have had to have had some kind of light to go down into all those tunnels and stuff.
Yeah,
Especially with the Egyptian burials. They're
they need
underground.
light, and they could, like I said, they could make batteries that way, and they could have made a primitive type of light bulb.
Yeah. What I would like to know is how the hell did they get the oxygen down into those tunnels?
Yeah, I know.
Oxygen?
But
Yeah.
with flame or slaves, I don't think they would have really worried about it.
Let's say it's something like those big, what do they call them? Shoot. The things that you have by fireplaces that look like an accordion. What are those called?
Oh my god, I
Oh,
should know that.
yeah, bellows.
Yeah, bellows. They could have done it with bellows. Maybe
Some sort
animal
of
skins or something. Who
some sort
knows?
of turbine, some sort of wind powered turbine, maybe.
Hmm.
I don't know. Yeah,
It's interesting to think
Hey,
about.
that makes sense too.
as long as it's got gears, they can make it spin faster. Whatever the bottom part of the shaft is.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, they were making weaponry back then, right? So they had to cool the metals and stuff off somehow. So, and they had to
Oh
get
yeah,
the heat away
forged
from
steel.
themselves. So I'm sure they probably had bellows, probably made out
I
of
would,
goat skin or camel skin or something like that.
I would imagine so.
And then they eat the camel afterwards. Little camel stew, little stuffed camel. Camel and rice with a little saffron. Don't forget the saffron.
That's funny.
Oh God, don't get me going. You don't know me.
It's good to see you, man.
It's good to see you too, darling. Now I mess with Miss Izzy all the time. I think she truly believes I am the alien.
Always fucking monkeying around.
Yep. She hates the word monkey. Don't say the word monkey in front of her.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I refer to
She
you
gonna
as her
come to
monkey all the time.
Connecticut and kick my tail. Excuse me, I mean my wings because I'm the old bat and she's the old cat.
That's funny.
Hey, my granddaughters called me batshit crazy once after I had back surgery, right?
What?
So
You?
after the back, yeah,
Wow.
I had it done twice. I got a cage in my back. Anyway, at the time, I was on opioids. And I'll tell you what, opioids are not the thing for me because it made me angry, you know? So she come up to me one day, she said, Grandma, you're batshit crazy. So I told my daughter, I says, I says, you got two options. I can do one of two things. I says, I don't like the opioids. I don't want to be on the opioids. I said, I would rather do medical marijuana. And I'll tell you, it's a miracle for me. It's taken my pain away. I'm happy. I'm
Did you
happy
lose
about it.
time on the opioids?
Good.
No,
Amen.
actually, it wasn't. I might have been on them for like a week, but boy,
But I
those
mean,
things didn't agree with me.
when you took them,
There
did you
you
lose
go, little
time?
dove. All right.
Hello.
Hello, little dove.
Hi. Happy birthday, Hairbag. You looking
Thank
good
you.
today. Wow, he's looking
Well,
good on his birthday. Well, have a great time.
Long time no see,
Oh, it's
little
not
dove.
too. Yeah, I know. It's been
How
too
you been?
long. I've been
Yeah,
lonely.
how you been, darling?
Danica, it's
You
been
doing okay?
a challenge.
I'm
Believe me.
sure.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's been a challenge.
I
Yeah,
hope
I
you're
just
feeling
been,
better these days.
I am. I'm working on
Good.
it. I really am. I
I'm
got a
just,
good attitude and
that
moving
makes me
on.
happy. Yep.
Oh, thank you, Janica. And so nice to see you.
Yeah,
Oh, what you
same
got a
here.
dog? Oh, cute. Is that your dog or is that a
Yes,
cat?
birthday boy.
What, my picture? That's my cat, Moochie.
Oh, Moochie, you're adorable.
Yeah,
Oh,
Moochie's a tuxedo cat.
I love tuxedo cats. They're so adorable.
She's like a yin yang type thing, you know.
Oh yeah,
Sometimes
I
she
believe
feels like
that.
a cat, sometimes she don't. I don't know what she is. I guess she's my muse. She's got to be part alien too. I swear to God.
Oh yeah, I bet she is. I bet she knows a lot of secrets too.
Oh
Mouse,
yeah.
you're beautiful. Look at you. Wow, you are something else, girl. Look at
Thank you.
you.
I think this
I-
is the first time
Oh
Dove's
shit,
ever
my bad.
seen my face.
Yeah, I've never seen your face, honey. Never.
You're very pretty, honey,
She is. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, I'm jealous now, girl.
and
I don't
she's
know if I
very
can come up
creative.
here ever again.
I like your creativity, Mouse.
Thank you.
Oh, her creativity is just spectacular.
Yeah,
She
she's
deserves
awesome.
being monetized and having a good life
Yep,
and fun. She's good with people too.
I
Yes, she
can see
is.
that.
Oh yeah, Mouse. Another thing you could do: comedy. You make me laugh
I
a
do that
lot.
anyway. That just comes out automatically. I can't control it.
Well, if you get famous, don't forget about me now.
I will never forget about you, Dove. Never.
Oh, thank you. I'll never forget about you and Janica.
Oh,
Whole
I
bunch
always
of
remember you,
people.
little dove. I just don't see
Oh,
you anywhere. I guess
no,
we're
you know
not
what?
jiving in the same chats.
No, we haven't, and that's weird. Well, I don't know if you go to my. Well, you might. I don't know. I go
Where?
to a lot of those places where they go. They clipped tragedy pimps, whatever you want to call people. I don't want to call people
Um,
anything really, but it makes me laugh, so that's what I do because it's so silly.
um,
These grown people acting that way.
oh, come on now. You. It's sheer entertainment until you get sick of it.
Yeah, till you get sick of it, then you run from it.
It's fun for a minute, yeah.
Yes, that's okay for a little bit. Then you just gotta, take a break.
Yeah,
You
because you have
know.
to, because you're grown and they're not. Like, oh
Well,
my God, I
it's.
can't handle it.
I think a lot of it is a generation gap.
Is that hairbag right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hello. Well, don't you look
Hello.
distinguished yourself? My God, you're all good looking people here. What am I going to do? I'm going to run.
Yeah, I am a good looking cat, ain't I?
Yes, you are the best cat ever. And I just got blink, 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 blink. Well, I'm 62. I don't want to show my face, for God's
Well,
sakes.
honey, I'm just going to be 69, so don't worry about it.
Oh my God, you don't even sound 69. You sound so young. All these people look young and vibrant
Well,
and
thank you very
happy.
much.
You're welcome.
I've got all different kinds of voices. You
Wow.
just don't know that
I
yet.
love the voices.
And here I thought I was the oldest one on panel.
Sorry, hairbag. I got you beat, darling.
Yes, you do, Miss
Oh,
Janica. Yes, you
Hairbag, it's
do.
your birthday. You should be
But you know
happy
what,
as a
hairbag? That don't
clam.
make us bad people, does it?
No,
What's that?
Hairbag,
I
you should
said
be
just because of
happy.
our age, it doesn't make us bad people.
No, it doesn't. And I am happy.
I'm happy
Okay.
too.
I am too. How about the other two? Wow, let's
Are
hear
I'm
you
you.
having a
happy?
really good day, actually.
Guys, I got
Uh,
Sam over here. It's a fantastic day, and he's cammed up.
yeah,
Yay!
great looking guy. Great looking guy.
He is. I
Yeah.
Thank
second
you.
that.
You got plans for your 21st birthday?
I mean, hell, I look in the mirror and scream at myself, and they're, oh shit, what is that?
I know, I do too, Janica. Like, what happened to the younger self? Come on, where is she?
You gotta have a sense of humor about yourself. You know, it's a
You
fact.
do.
It's a fact of life. You're
So,
gonna
Sam,
age.
are you about my age?
Sam's our little babe. Sam's the baby here.
45 years old.
How old?
Well,
How old are you, Sam?
45.
I'm only 3 years older than you.
Let's put it this way: he's old enough to know better. Ain't that right, Sam? No, you don't know better
no.
Well, that's no fun.
yet. Oh lordy.
Yes,
So
I
does,
see the gray hair, Sam. It's okay. Leave it.
does anyone else have a channel besides Mouse?
I do. I just don't know how to get into it yet.
Ask a young one, they'll know.
I
Yeah,
know.
right.
Izzy would know. She could teach you.
Ooh.
But
Someone
you
out
Mouse
there
has
with lots
been
of smart.
trying to.
She's the boss. She knows her stuff. Let me tell you.
That's awesome.
I've learned a lot from Izzy.
Oh yeah.
Mouse knows a lot. She knows a whole lot more than me.
Oh, I know.
I am
Mouse
so
does.
not computer savvy, Janica. Oh my God, I'm
No,
horrible.
neither am I, honey. I'm just here for shits and giggles.
Sam,
That's right.
Sam, God put that
That
gray
must
hair
have
there
hurt
for a
like
reason.
hell.
No, I just want to go to a chat, and have a good time and talk about something interesting and not the same old stuff day after day after day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right, right.
I agree
So
one
it's
million
cool that
percent.
we can talk about different things.
Yeah.
Discern it, give our opinions about it. Pick it
Well,
apart.
that's what me and Mouse try
Can
to
I
do
say,
every time we come on, live. We talk about whatever and everything.
can I tell you guys
So,
something real
Yeah.
from my
mhm,
life anyway? Cancer
sure.
is lonely. If anybody knows you got cancer, they run from you.
Really?
Run like the wind. Oh yeah, they.
Oh,
Oh, I'm so sorry, and they leave, and you never see them again. Like what?
Why do you think that is, little dove?
Because nobody wants to
Catch
think
it.
about their own demise. Maybe, or is that wrong?
Oh no,
I
I don't know.
think they think it's
I'm just asking why
contagious.
you think that way. They think it's contagious,
Yeah, I'll bet.
Oh
or is
yes.
it the fact that
I
they
agree with Little Dove because the same thing has happened to me.
Really?
No.
Yeah, I have no one to come around me at all.
Me either.
Yeah. Oh well, tell me your story if you don't mind.
I have colon cancer,
Oh, my
Oh.
brother does too.
Oh.
and once they found out, they quit coming around.
Yep.
Really?
Oh
Yep.
yeah. They don't. They don't want nothing to do with you.
Do you want to hear my view on that? Why
Yes.
people
What's that?
don't want to come around you? And I know it sucks, but this is the opinion of fact from what I've seen with people. They know that death is imminent. Okay.
Right.
And that's what they don't want to face is the possibility of seeing somebody pass on because of the diseases you have. And I think that scares people, and that's why they stay away.
Oh,
But
that
then,
makes lots of sense.
yeah, but then there
Yeah.
are those
Thank you,
people
Colin.
that do care and will be there for you, you know. But a
That's
lot of
true
Right.
people
too.
are just scared of it.
Yeah.
So
I get
far,
that. I
and
Does
this
that make
is a
understand that.
sense?
shame.
Yes, it makes
This
lots
is
of sense.
Here's something that's a shame, though. The only one that'll have anything to do with me is my daughter,
Well, thank God you
my
have
Oh.
your
oldest
daughter.
daughter. My other
Well,
three, they want nothing to do with me.
aw,
I'll tell you what, I got family all over Texas and close to us. When my mom had when the glioblastoma was taking effect, she was losing sight, senses. Like they weren't around. Nobody. Family's 30 minutes down the road, not around. After she passes, 3 days after she passes, yeah, they'll come around and go through fucking jewelry.
yeah.
Sorry.
that's
I
all
don't
right.
know. It just seems messed up that nobody's family seems to want to have anything to do with anybody, and it's really screwed up.
Oh,
I
it's
envy
that way.
I
It's that.
envy anybody that has a family that's close, that they get together all the time,
I
because
hear
in
you.
my mind, that's the way it should be.
You know what, Hairbag? When my mother passed, her generation, they were the glue that kept the family together.
Amen.
Yep.
And when those people passed, everybody just went their separate ways.
Yeah, that
Family
That
happened to
is
was
me
the
what it,
same.
too.
That's what
yeah,
happened when my grandmother died.
yeah.
Hmm.
She was
Family
the
is not
glue
the
that
same
held
anymore.
everybody together. And
Hmm.
once she passed on, that was it. Everybody just said to hell with it.
Yeah,
Good.
that happened to me too.
It happens in a lot of families because you know you don't see the like family reunions or family
No.
picnics or barbecues anymore. You know,
Nope.
everybody's for themselves, and it's a fact. You know, even in my own family, you know, if I see my brothers or sisters once a year, I'm lucky. And I got one that lives in the same town as me. It's
Hmm.
not that we don't have any issues, it's we got nothing in common. You know?
Yeah.
Like I'm more down to earth and she's on a higher plane. Well, I'm just me. Take me
Yeah,
or
I
leave
got
me.
that. I'm the younger sister, and she's the
Mhm.
oldest, and she tells me it every day. And I'm 62, and she's still telling me it. I'm like, what? Oh my god.
Like I said, you just got to have a sense of humor about things and look on the positive things on, you know, in life. One foot in front of the other each and every day.
Thank you, Danica. That is the truth. And I'm going to write that down and put it on my wall.
Oh,
Jackson,
little Dove, you're a sweetheart. Honey.
Thank you.
Well, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. We are all just walking each other home.
That's right.
Oh, wow. That's
That's
awesome.
right. And if we can hold each other up, that's even greater still.
It
I
is.
like
That's
it.
pretty
You know?
profound, Mouse.
Yeah, right. Very nice.
Yeah. And
That's it. Instead of tearing everybody down, everybody needs a shoulder to lean on. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
Yes. That's
Everybody
so
needs that
true.
shoulder.
Yes, they do. Because Maybe, one day you'll need it too. You may not think, oh, I don't need anybody. I'm okay, so she should be okay. No, maybe
It
you
I'm
doesn't
might
in
work
a
need
that
community
way.
someone.
like that. I'm
Hmm.
in a whole nother community just
Yes.
like that. So I
You
just
know,
know
I
these
live
people
alone,
where
and
I'll go in
I've
and
been
toss me
alone
in.
by myself now for, I'd say, going on 16 years, and I'm very happy being alone. But every
Oh,
once in a while, I like to have conversation with people, you know?
Right.
So
yes.
that's where I come on here, is just to have a conversation with somebody. Because like I said, I like being alone.
Oh, I
That
feel
could
you.
be a lot of benefits
People
too,
fucking
right?
suck.
Yeah.
I look forward to those days. I'm a retired hover parent. Recently retired.
Oh, Lordy.
I have both of my parents. They're both still together. I just recently moved them up to Tennessee near me. So, they're getting up in age so I can help take care of them.
Oh, that's
And
good.
I've it's been like 20 years since since I've had my parents around to do all the holidays, in the daily. So the last couple of years, we've really crammed in the holidays. Every holiday we're there. Like every birthday we're together.
Wow.
Every holiday we can cram in the last couple of years we have crammed in to kind of catch back up on the holidays.
Well, that's cool. At least you guys are trying, you
Yeah.
know?
That's awesome.
That's all you can do is try, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
I gotta
Here,
say this while I got the chance. Colin, thank you. I don't know if you heard me before, but I did say thank you.
Anyways, Hairbag, how are your treatments going?
I don't do treatments because I seen what it's done to other friends of mine. 2 of them here recently died because of it.
Oh, wow. What were they getting, the radiation?
Yep, the
I
whole
kn-
9 yards.
Yeah, I know my brother
And
was going through that. Yeah. And he's what? Danny's
I wouldn't survive
73?
it. I wouldn't
me
survive it
either.
if I did.
Y'all
I
would
Yeah.
don't
be
do the
surprised.
treatments either. I do all holistic or whatever it
Oh,
is.
yeah. All
Yeah.
Holistic.
natural.
Yes, all natural. And
Yep.
I feel great about that.
Well,
I
that's
do.
good. So long as you're feeling good, that's all that matters. And take all those good days that you're feeling and grasp hold of them tight and hug them and love them and squeeze them and stuff, you know?
I do. I do. I embrace every day I live now. I really do. I try to live full and good, and I try to do very good stuff for others. It makes
Well,
me
that's
feel great.
wonderful to hear, little dove.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yes. I will not give up on humanity, even though people want you to. I will not do it.
Oh, I haven't given up on
You are fighting
humanity.
a
I just
good
sit
fight.
back and watch it.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Very entertaining.
But I'm the guy, I watch a lot of documentaries and stuff like that. I'm always trying to learn something.
Me too. And I love history. So there's lots of that
Oh,
out
yeah.
there.
Yep.
Yep.
Hello, Machinius. It's good to see you here.
Thank you, Machinius. It's really good to see you. Haven't seen you in a long time.
Here's something up for discussion. Being it, talking about history. Now we're going back to the Greek and Roman era, right?
Awesome.
Right.
All right. And those are the days they had the bath, the big baths and stuff, the Roman baths.
Yeah.
And
Right.
how it was okay for beings back in that time to, make love to each other, whatever it was, and even little
Sam.
even little boys and little girls and stuff. It was, I'm serious, it wasn't frowned upon back then. So
No.
I want to know, through history, what changed with the Greeks and the Romans that they stopped doing that?
Had to been a pretentious era that just stuck.
Maybe a venereal disease.
I
That
don't
could
know,
be.
I was
See,
What
that's
I'm
thinking
the thing to
thinking is
plumbing.
think
maybe
about.
Fuck yeah.
I
what
was thinking plumbing.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to get my earbud
plumbing,
out before I walk in this building.
You ever see
plumbing.
how they heated
Didn't
those
realize it was
baths?
one of them kind of streams. It's hilarious. I'll be right back. I can't. My earbud won't connect while I'm on panel, so
Okay.
you got to drop down. Then your Bluetooth will hook up.
Maybe
Okay.
someone shamed them into changing. I don't know.
Well, that could be
That's something
too.
I often wondered about. How long did that go on? You know, during the Greek and Roman era. What's the matter, Mouse?
Hmm.
She's over there giggling. You know,
My
Yeah.
sarcasm is getting better of me.
but it's an interesting topic. I mean, why was that kind of sexuality, welcomed back in those days, but in these days, it's a turn from the totally different. But in a way, it's coming back full circle if you look at it.
Yes, things do
You got to
that.
really
stick
look in
on.
depth at it and think about it.
It is a good thing to think about because that is a good question, a great question.
Hello,
Yeah,
Now I'm
I'm
Amy.
just
gonna have to
wondering
look
what
and
happened.
wonder.
See, that's the history they don't tell you. When did it
Oh no,
stop?
oh no, they won't tell you that.
Hi, DC.
Thank you, DC, and hello, and thank you for stopping in.
See, I have questions, dang it.
Right?
I do too.
I guess I'm going to have to do my homework now.
I have to too because I'm very curious about that.
Hmm.
I am
There
very
had to be a
interested.
reason that it stopped.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because it
But
was
yet,
norm that.
polygamy still goes on.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yep. What are your views on polygamy? Anybody?
I could use about 3 more wives up in here helping me out. I could.
I wouldn't do it, but I would never frown on it.
I believe it's up to the individuals.
Yes, I do too. Yeah.
I don't want it now. I mean, the hard part of life like that is over. But yeah, when I was raising kids, I could have used 2 or 3 more women in the household for sure.
Sister wives wouldn't be a bad idea.
No.
I mean, but I'd only use them as slave labor, nothing more.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't take me seriously.
Oh my God.
That was hilarious. I knew it was a joke, but it was hilarious. Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
It was.
Cleopatra,
It
man,
was.
she had a lot of female servants. Come on now.
Oh yes, she did.
So why can't we? Oh no,
I
that's
don't know.
politically wrong. We can't do that these days.
No,
See how history has changed?
yes. And there's a lot of words we can't say anymore, which I don't think is right. I
Oh,
don't
I
even, I
agree
can't
with you.
remember all the words I have to listen to, say now. My
Mhm.
goodness, it's a list and a half. No way.
Mhm. Remember with George Carlin, the words
Yes,
you
I
can't say
loved
on
him.
TV?
Oh, I remember him and his cuss marathons.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious. I love a
Oh,
good
yeah.
comedian.
Yeah,
I
he
have
was
to say he
awesome.
was one of my favorites because he could
Mine
tell a
too.
story.
He could do it really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's really great.
I did. I enjoyed George Carlin. I liked some George Carlin. He was
Oh
good.
yeah.
Yes. How about
What
you,
kind of
Hairbag?
music do you listen to,
That
Hairbag?
that dude was one of the first comedians I ever heard on an album, and I rolled.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he was hilarious.
Yep.
Oh,
There was that Bill Cosby too. He had an album. It was called Go Karts.
go karts.
I don't know if you
Oh, my
remember that one.
goodness.
That's when he first introduced Fat Albert, I believe.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I never thought about
they had the
that.
chicken heart on it and stuff like that. He would tell stories. It was a pretty good album.
Wow. Awesome. Yeah, I miss albums. I love them.
Oh yeah, Cheech and Chong. I used to love to listen to their album.
Oh, Cheech and Chong was a blast. Oh, my
My
goodness.
favorites. Hmm.
We were
Wow.
we were the generation of Cheech and Chong.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
I got their album in storage, and it's still got the paper with it.
Is
Does
it
it really?
really?
Wow. That's awesome.
Well,
Do y'all
guess what,
remember
Hairbag?
who else?
I have the Cheech and Chong dolls.
Oh
You have
Really?
the Cheech and Chong dolls? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Let me see. Cheech still talks, but Chang don't talk anymore. I guess he's just too stoned.
Yeah, I think he is too.
No, but really, I do. I have the dolls.
Aw. How
I
cute.
wished
Thank
I
you,
had
Janice.
saved the original packaging, but I don't have that. But I do have the
Well,
dolls.
back in the day when I was young, I loved David Cassidy, and I told my dad I was going to marry him, and I wrote him letters and sent him letters all the time. I always got these pictures with autographs. My dad goes, "That's not a real autograph." I said, "How do you know?" But he just was worried about me. He thought, "Wow, she really thinks she's going to marry that guy." And then
Oh,
when he got older, I said, "Nah, I'm glad I didn't marry him. I am not interested in him anymore. No more David Cassidy for me." That was so silly.
and your favorite song had to be "I Woke Up and Loved This Morning."
Yes, love
Yep.
it, love it. I can
Yep.
sing it to this day, but I don't have the singing voice. Too bad.
Does
Well,
anybody
this was
remember
fun.
who
Go ahead.
was talking about the papers from Cheech and Chong? There was also somebody back in the day of records, vinyl. I know some of you are young for that, but who was it that put out the hard rock album with the paper in it? Was it Pink Floyd?
With
I
what
don't
on it?
know.
The giant size rolling paper.
Giant
That's
size
Cheech
rolling
and
paper.
Chong.
You
The
remember when
only
the
one I
record
know of
Yeah,
was Cheech and Chong.
Yeah.
there
And that was
was
the size of the album, the paper.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe it was the two. Yeah, okay. I know it was an album in the paper. You know how they would come in that like paper slip?
Yeah.
That paper was
Oh yeah, the paper
yeah.
slip.
Yeah, but there was a
You know,
paper
you know
outside
how
with a
much
paper
I
sleeve.
paid for my album?
How much?
You're gonna flip $1 at a
Get out of
secondhand
here.
store.
Oh my God. You got a treasure there, buddy.
I did.
Yes. That's amazing.
Even secondhand with the paper in it. That's cool.
Yeah. And I mean, the album looked like it had never been played.
Wow. Yeah, that's a treasure. There's people pay a lot of money for that.
Oh yeah, they would.
I would.
8
I would.
tracks. About 170, 188 tracks. They all work, and I got 3 8-track players that all play. The only problem is they don't make speakers to hook up to them anymore.
Aw,
Wow. Well, that kind of sucks.
it
Yeah,
does.
right.
Did you ever have the old reel-to-reels?
I did have one, but it's been, oh my God, I hate to say this, it's been about 50 years.
Oh
Hey,
wow.
Janice. I see you down there in chat. Hey, sweetheart.
Yeah, it's kind of cool talking about our generation, isn't it?
Yes,
is.
it is.
Yeah.
We are
A
the
lot of
loudest
fun.
and the best. We will
Oh,
always
Janice,
be
yes, I'm 21. About 3 times plus.
And how we used to ride our bikes around and not have a helmet on and do all this stuff that the kids can't do anymore. It's weird.
Oh yeah, we had many more freedoms.
Way
And the
more.
best part about our generation is we actually, as humans, socialized.
Yes,
Yeah.
we did. Oh my goodness. Nobody
Yeah,
wants
we
to do
had
that anymore.
imagination.
Parties and dances and
Yeah.
stuff.
Like we
Yeah.
jumped stuff with our bikes. Like stuff. Like
Yeah, like a lot of fun
Yeah.
stuff.
we did stupid stuff on our bikes.
Yeah, my brother built I don't know what you call it. See, that's my age showing. A ramp. A ramp for our bikes and we jump them. It was a lot of
Oh
fun.
yeah, doing
Yeah.
wheelies and stuff.
Yeah.
We
Oh
would
my
lay
goodness.
down and jump over each other. Like we would lay on the other side of the ramp and what would have ever happened if we would have not cleared that ramp?
I don't know.
Was you playing Evil Knievel?
Oh yeah.
I loved him.
Really there.
He was so much fun. He did a
Oh
lot of
God,
cool stuff, that guy.
he did. He did. I don't know.
Really did.
Oh my God, the adrenaline that must have ran through that man before he did a jump. Holy crap!
Oh, it must have been a lot.
A big adrenaline rush. I
Nerves
couldn't
of
imagine.
steel.
I can't even go on a carnival ride, let alone do that crap.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I
but
did when
and
I was
then
younger, but
also
not
on
anymore.
top of it, before he did a jump, do you think any of those crashes might have been running through his brain, thinking, "Ooh, what happened?"
I don't know.
You
You got
know,
to have a
I'll bet you
mindset.
did.
No,
Mm.
Well, yeah,
evil like that. You've got to get up there and put all that out of your mind. You can't even think like that. All you can
No.
go is, "This is going to be awesome," and then do it. And it.
uh,
One
got
thing at
to.
a time.
Same way with a race car driver. It's like, geez. And watching them guys on the track and stuff.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
So that was Danica's problem was the wall. If it hadn't been for her fear of the wall, she would still be in NASCAR, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that. So, Mouse, you guys remember when we had sleepovers and we had a lot of fun?
Yeah.
Couple girls and stuff, and we just did all kinds of crazy stuff and talked about boys, of course. We
Oh
did
yeah.
anyway.
Oh
And
yeah.
now, my goodness, no, I asked some children, have you ever been to a sleepover? Oh, no, we don't do those things. That's not good for you.
No,
I'm
they
like,
stay
what?
all not together in a chat room.
Right.
Because they're all on individual phones and ignore each other. That's
Yeah.
what they do.
But they're
Why
all
wouldn't they
sitting there.
want to talk to each other? It might help something, you know.
I know. Might help our mental health.
Yeah.
You know what
you a
they say about
question.
humans?
That.
We are made to socialize. That's what we're made for, to socialize, walk around, do things. We're not made to just sit in a room and play games. Well, I
No.
don't know.
Or be on a
Boring.
cell
That's
phone
boring.
or
All right, growing up as we did, yeah.
Mama
Yeah.
Did
says,
you
"This
ever
need
hear
to have
of
this
half of
perfect."
the illnesses that people are suffering from today?
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
what do you mean, Janica?
Like, let me see, manic depressive bipolar,
Yes, it's rampant.
depression. I never heard of that in school. When I went to school,
Oh,
nobody.
Me
They would say maybe
either.
I got a headache or something,
yeah,
but you never heard kids
of
talking about they're
autism and stuff.
depressed.
Yeah,
No,
or being
never did.
depressed. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So what happened?
That's a good question too. That I really need to dig into because I have a 13-year-old and 16-year-old granddaughter, so I need to
Well,
be up
somewhere in
on it.
the 90s, they started making up a bunch of labels to post on everybody. And
I know
PhD.
that isn't right.
Hello, Mama
No,
Sita.
really, every kid has got to
Thank
have a
you.
label these days, or adults. They got a label put on them. Why can't they just be them? Why do
Yeah,
they have to have a label?
Right.
there's no reason for these labels. They don't do anything good for anybody.
Most of them
Nothing.
just cover up lazy. To me, they just all the labels just seem to cover up lazy and unwilling.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
yes,
got a good point there, Mouse.
yep, you do.
I have to agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Yeah. Because, I mean, when we were kids, we were just told, man, life is tough. Figure yourself out. You'll be all right. Wait.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's what we were told. It's all good with me.
Well, it's gotten to the point where now, like, everybody's such a bleeding heart, and it all started because they took parental rights away. And
Yep.
I've said it once, and I'll say it again. There is a difference between child abuse and discipline.
Oh,
Thank
I
you.
agree.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yes,
But
I agree
when
with
you're
that.
looking
When
at
I was
everything
growing
as
up,
child abuse,
my mother never laid a hand on me per se. I did see her do it with my other brothers, but her voice in itself was the most intimidating, scariest. You talk about the fear of God, you didn't cross that woman. And she didn't even have to hit you. She'd just be sitting in her chair.
Yeah, my mom too. She was that commanding type.
Oh,
Yep.
Lord have mercy. You just didn't. You just like
No, you
sat down,
stopped in
looked
your
at her, got
tracks.
up and walked away, you know? But
SRP
there was
boy,
no
hello.
physical abuse. That was just mental discipline.
Yes, yes,
Right,
yes.
right.
We didn't all go acting a fool about it. We just took our
No,
punishments and then we went outside and played.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Welcome
my,
in, SRP boy. Sorry.
oh, I wonder what the chat's doing. Ollie must be upset.
I can't see it from where I'm sitting.
I can't either, so I'm all good with
Well,
that.
Hello, Mama
Okay.
Sita. I see you. Hey,
they're all
sweetheart.
just coming in saying hello.
Yeah, we're having a happy birthday discussion with Hairbag.
That's right.
Yeah,
Is it making you happy, Hairbag?
I've been happy. I really have, even though it doesn't look like it. I am.
Oh, good, good.
Good.
You better be.
He better be.
We'll kick you off panel.
Wow, nothing like getting threatened on panel.
So, Hairbag, you said you have a channel?
Yeah. Don't ask
Where is
me
it?
what the damn title is, 'cause I have no clue.
Oh, how to use it. Yeah, that's hard.
I think I figured out how to go, stream this through my channel.
Yeah.
Mm.
But like it said, I gotta wait 24 hours before it will click into it. So probably the next one I'll be able to do it, and then I'll probably find out what the name of it is.
Oh, okay. And how many people do you need to subscribe to your mouse? Before you,
Before we get monetized, we have to have what 500, I think.
I
500
think it is.
subs and 3,000 hours.
Thank you,
Oh.
Mama Sita.
But we'll get
Wait.
there. I'm not gonna rush it. I'm not, I'm
oh
gonna do it
no, I wouldn't either. You're doing
Thanks,
it all the right
SRP boy.
things. You're doing great. No problem.
Yeah, I'd have to say
SRP
this
boy
is an
says,
enjoyable
"Happy
chat.
birthday! I'll give you a grimace shake."
Well, it's so relaxing here. No yelling, no screaming, no acting up, no weird chats.
There's no need for it.
No, there is
No,
not.
there isn't.
None.
Not at all.
I just
I
don't
must
get
not
what all the people that do go into those chats get out of doing that anyway. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's right. It doesn't. You're not the
Yeah.
only one that thinks like that, Airbag. I can't figure it out for the life of me. I really can't.
Yeah, because you don't get any
I just sit
info
and
or
shake my
nothing.
head a lot, and I'm here like, what the hell are they doing? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, as long as they keep it in their channel, it's fine, and we don't need
That's
it
it.
over here.
That's it.
I'm just
Their
not
channel is
interested
their
in
channel.
pushing my
Yes.
opinions like that out there. Nobody needs my opinions.
I like everybody's opinion as
Oh,
long as
guys,
it
I
isn't
gotta
out,
show you this.
Yeah, I
I
do
gotta
too, as
show
long
you
as
this.
it's not outrageous or anything or
Oh,
going to
yeah,
hurt
yeah.
someone. Yeah.
There's a point.
Yeah.
There's a
Hey,
point.
Mouse,
Yeah.
can you put this on full screen for me? I gotta show you guys this. I got this in the mail from one of my friends that lives down in Alabama. You guys, I love coffee, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, that
I
is.
love
Oh, how cool, Pothead.
That's cute as sin. I like that
That
one.
is
I love that
adorable.
mug.
See, I
I mean,
told
it's
y'all
got
he's my
two
little hippie.
meanings.
Pretty cool.
I thought you guys might like to see that. That's why I asked her to do that.
Thank you.
I told y'all he's my little hippie.
You have a hippie?
Yeah.
Everybody's my hippie.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
The only thing your hippie is missing is a headband.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Bandana?
know, damn it.
What the heck is wrong
I've
with
been
you,
looking
man?
for one too.
Yeah, what color?
Preferably blue.
Yeah, I was just gonna.
You gotta do a
I was thinking the
psychedelic
blue.
kind,
The
dude.
minute she said that, I thought of blue. Perfect.
Yeah, it goes with my eyes.
Aw,
How sweet.
you got the pretty blue eyes, huh?
Blue eyes, blonde hair.
I have blue eyes and blonde hair too.
This ain't gray.
No,
That's
that's not
all
gray.
that.
That's blonde.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm gonna argue with you, Hairbag. I don't know. You're 67 and you don't have gray. I've got gray. Because I was fixing to pop up and say, "Yeah, you see my blonde, but it's gray." So you knocked me out of that.
I call my hair calico.
Oh, I like that. Calico. How sweet. I
Oh
love
yeah,
that.
Okay,
well, I
maybe I
got
should have
blonde, I got
reworded.
red highlight, I got silver. God only knows what other colors are in there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have
Kaleidoscope of
reworded
colors.
mine. I do have a few grays, but nothing compared to what I should have at this age.
Me either.
That's good. That's
What's
good.
that, Janica?
I said that's good. You're
Oh,
lucky I
okay. I
have
thought you
hair.
were going to add to it.
No.
If mine's coming in, it's starting to look like highlights, so I'm just going with it.
Yeah. Is that why all these guys got to shave their heads anymore? I like guys with long hair. I always
I
did.
do too, Janica. I
was
always
just talking
will.
about that. I was just talking about that the
Were
other
you
day.
really?
Well,
Yeah.
it's from our time, you know?
Well,
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but they all look like convicts when I see them.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
And
right.
what about the bun? What about that bun on top of their head?
Oh,
What
the
in the heck
man
is
bun?
that? Yeah, the man
got-
bun. I don't like that.
Well, I can see if they're Hindu Indians, that's a thing in their culture.
Oh,
But I know some of these man buns, I don't know where that come
and that
from.
doesn't explain why a whole generation of teenage boys are running around like that, though, in America.
Yeah.
that's
Got
true.
me on that one.
I was always laughing. I would see it and I would tell my kids, look, they got halfway through that haircut, and for some reason, the barber stopped.
Really think about that. That's funny.
That was great, Mouse. Thank you. So I'll be thinking about that all day.
The one style I couldn't stand is when them kids was wearing their pants down over their hips and just about
Oh,
falling
I
off their
cannot
I
butt.
used
stand
to
that.
pull down. I had a friend that had two sons, and they used to do that crap all the time. I said, all right. And we were right on a major street in the city. I said, fine, you want to act that way? And I yanked them down. Well, I didn't know they didn't have underwear on.
Oh no. Oh my God. Oh,
You
how
see that on the
embarrassing.
streets in Kensington still.
They do? Oh my
Yeah.
Turn
God.
around, they
Well, them buggers ain't going anywhere. They're just leaned over like zombies, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're like statues. They don't move. They're just
Wow.
bent at the waist, hanging down.
Yeah,
Yep.
standing there, just frozen like a
Yeah.
statue. It's
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
crazy.
And you know what else gets me? You see them wearing those pants, and then they'll commit a crime and try to run.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen that.
That's
That's
hysterical.
Are
weird.
you freaking serious now?
You see, that's what makes
Freaking
Generation
moron.
X the most scariest.
I'm
See,
telling you,
these kids
sometimes it's
coming
like
up,
watching Laurel and Hardy or something.
It
You know?
is. It really is.
these
I was
kids
going to say
coming
the
up,
Keystone Cops without the cops.
That
That's
too.
true. Yep.
these kids coming up, they can't write in cursive.
Nope.
They
That's
can't read a
true.
paper map.
Nope.
Well, that's
So-
our secret language.
Well, you know how they teach math? They say 5 + 1 could be 8. if the kids want
Yeah,
it to be.
they can't even
How
figure out
dumb.
the genders. Like, so when it comes time for us to take the world back out of their hands, guys, it's not going to be that hard.
No,
Let
it's
me
not.
ask you a question. Just say if all the states went into a blackout and all the electronics didn't work, and just
Ooh.
say for a week, how do you think people would be acting?
The kids
Just
would be
and
crying and begging and saying someone's doing this on purpose. The government did it to them.
well, no,
Parents.
they can't communicate.
Oh,
Right? All the electronics are off. What do?
go beat up people.
Like back in the old West, but now we're in modern times. And if all the electronics and everything, there was no way to communicate with anybody except door to door to door or something like that, or walking,
They'd
what
be
are people
lost.
gonna act like?
Probably come and beat up people. That's what I think.
I mean, it's the emotional disaster we're already in is just going to turn up.
Exactly.
True.
Because they're gonna be stressing over the things that they can't have anymore.
Yeah.
You know? It's all gone.
They didn't learn
Well,
how.
we ought to teach our
We're
grandchildren how to
lucky.
do the math and the cursive writing ourselves.
Oh, I
did
never
that with
thought
my
about that.
grandchildren. Yeah.
Hairbag, what a great idea. Are you good with math?
Yes.
I'm not. I'm good with words and reading and vocabulary, all that I can do real good. But the math, yeah, right. I'm not that great at it. I mean, I can do some stuff, but man, I'll be their reading and history teachers. That's right.
And then on our deathbeds, tell them, listen, I want you to teach that to your kids and to your grandkids. So that
Yes.
when it does go to hell, they'll know how to do the right math and the right writing.
Well, it's
Yeah,
not
that
just
I only
needs to be
write
learned.
I only write cursive. I can't print worth a damn.
Me
Oh,
too.
really?
I can
That's
print, but I like to write. And one time I
It's
wrote my friend
quicker
a
in my book.
letter, and she just came back to me like, "What the heck is this? You could just email me." I said, "No, I just wanted to see what you'd say." She wasn't very happy about it.
Wow.
Yes, she wasn't. She acted like this is a serious thing. I said, "Oh my goodness, I was just trying it out."
Wow.
Wow. I mean, gosh, how close can you be to your email and your text? Come on.
Yeah,
I'd love a
right?
letter. I'd love someone to write me a letter and mail it. That would be
And
sweet.
people don't do that anymore either.
Nope.
They don't.
Ain't no more pen pals. Where you been?
I know. I want a pen pal. I love my pen pal. She was from Germany. She sent me all kinds of fun stuff.
I
Oh,
have a
really?
funny
She was
story
so
about pen
sweet.
pals.
Yeah. She was
When
really
we were
sweet.
when we were kids, my
Hmm.
dad had gotten a bouquet of balloons from his secretary for his birthday. But we had been hearing a lot, and this was back early 80s, probably
Yeah.
84, 85. And we'd been hearing how the bigger kids would let balloons go with messages on them, right?
Yeah.
Well, we took dad's balloons and did it anyway. We made a little message and tied a note to it.
Aw.
And I guess it was about a month and a half later, I got a postcard back. And this was in Texas over by Lubbock from where we sent it off. And it had landed out in somebody's cow field in a tree. And they actually
wow.
stopped and took the time and wrote me a postcard back.
Aw.
And
That's really cool.
they were in Maud, Oklahoma, which is a little town outside of Oklahoma City. So it traveled from over towards Amarillo, in the Amarillo area, a little below it, all the way over to the Oklahoma City area.
Wow.
Wow.
And we wrote each other for years. They were an older couple, but they kept in touch with me. If I wrote them, they always wrote me back. It was cool.
That is
That's
cool.
That's awesome.
I
I've always
wanted
wanted to find a
mention this.
message in a bottle, but I haven't found one yet.
I
Mama,
know.
can
I
you
always
have
wanted to find one.
Toss it out to sea.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I think that's
Mama-
awesome. I'm going to get like 4 bottles and I'm going to put messages in them and see what happens. Because I live in Washington State and it's beautiful here.
Are
And
you
we
near the ocean? Are you near the shore?
no, I'm not, but I can get there. I'm gonna go there. It's a long drive, but I'll have a good time out there. Look at the ocean and be peaceful and put up
Mm.
my 4 bottles. Hopefully, one of you guys get them. That would
That
be
You
would
a
know
be
what?
cool.
miracle.
It'd be a
Well, you're on
miracle
the
if I
Pacific
got it because
side.
I live almost on the shore of Lake Erie.
Oh wow,
I'm
Illinois,
I
I'm
live
old
about
fashioned like that,
25
Mama
miles
Sita.
from it.
Wisconsin. Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
live a
live,
little
what
longer
it
from it.
is I live about 70 miles south of Buffalo, and it's where the National Comedy Center is for all the comedians and stuff. All right, I'll say the town. Jamestown, New York.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Mama Sita said something on when we were talking about the cursive writing. She goes, and then they'll know how to read hieroglyphics, cursive and
Right.
quotations.
But imagine it. We can write all of our plans down. I mean, right in their face on a piece of paper and hand it back and forth. And even if they intercept it, they have no idea what we're planning.
No, it's like
That's
a
it.
code. That's right.
That's
Yeah.
it.
See, we got a code now.
Well,
Let's
this
see
is
if
so
we
much
can
fun.
find a code breaker.
They're looking for an interpreter like us when we were teenagers looking for a bootlegger.
Well, it sounds like we all live kind of far from each other, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Wow.
far east.
Too
Hello,
bad.
beautiful.
But yet, look at
Hello,
this.
good
We're
evening.
so close.
Yes. Yes.
Hi, Mama Sita. Welcome up.
Hi, good evening. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, Hairbag.
Hello,
Thank you.
Mamacita.
I said,
Hello,
hello,
Mamacita.
Janica. Hello, little dove. Hello, mouse. It's so good to be here.
I'm glad you're here.
Yes, I know.
It's
I
like we
thought,
all
oh my
gang back
gosh.
together, man.
Yeah, birthday. Oh my gosh. Mouse asked me, oh my goodness, this is perfect. Then I see Janica. I haven't talked to you in forever.
I was saying the same thing to
I've
Little
missed
Dog.
seeing
Yeah.
you. And yes, you little dove, I haven't seen your name since I hung out in maybe Benny Keys chat, like
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Summer Wells.
Yep.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I missed you.
It's
I think
funny.
about you guys all the time. I never
Oh,
know where to find you. There's so
I
many out
know.
there now, you know?
Yes.
Dang.
A
Yes.
lot
And
of
so
them have,
many, pardon me.
sorry, a lot of
Go
them
ahead.
have changed their names, so that's hard keeping track of the ones
It
that
is.
Yes,
It is.
that is what I was gonna say. You took the words out of my mouth. Yeah, I can't figure out who's who, so huh?
I know. Then
I
we
just
get up
go
on
with it.
panel and we're like, oh, okay, all right, now I got you.
Yeah. Do I know that voice?
Yeah.
Just wing it, Mamacita.
I know. I know.
Jen,
I've been away from everything, just sitting back and just watching everything
Oh, so
unfold
have
and
I,
just,
yeah.
Yeah, me
yeah,
too.
just taking things for what it is. And, I support people and, just hanging out, having fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
who's in
Yeah.
Arkansas? Who is that? I can't see. I'm
Janice
sorry.
M.
Jen is in.
Oh,
Arkansas.
Yeah, so
oh, nice.
she's like in between me and Sam.
Ah,
Well, I'm
Oh,
Seattle,
well.
Washington, so I'm far away. I'm in the
oh,
Northwest. I'm in the Wild West.
wow.
Yeah.
Yes, on the opposite side.
You ain't
Yeah.
even in the Northeast.
Janica, you're right. We're Janica and I are East Coast. Yeah.
Yes. Connecticut.
Wow. Yeah, I'm in North Carolina.
I'm in
Oh,
East Tennessee.
Yeah.
I've never
Oh,
been to
you're in East
Connecticut
Tennessee?
or where Mama Sita is.
Mm.
Never been there.
Hmm.
I want
I
to
would think
travel
that I would
some.
think that the state of Washington is likened to the state of Maine. Is
Yes.
it kind of a rocky, craggy coastline up there?
This the one our coastline isn't really like that. No,
No.
not that I can tell. No, it's
Well,
pretty
I know.
pretty
I
nice.
know the Maine coastline is like it's all rock and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
And Oregon is rocky too. Oh, Oregon's way more rocky than we are. Yeah,
Ah.
but it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
They say we're
Yeah.
great states because of our beautifulness, but otherwise, I don't know. We have a lot of tech places here too, like Amazon and Microsoft.
Oh.
Yeah,
We have a lot of forest area up there too, don't
Yeah.
you?
Oh my God, we have forests that's not even been touched yet.
Wow.
Yeah, in Bellingham,
Janica, you
that's
ever
been,
been to Maine?
huh?
I asked Janica, have you ever been to Maine?
Yes, I have.
Have you ever done one of those beach cookout things where they use the seaweed to steam everything?
Oh, the seafood boil? Yeah,
Is that what it is?
yeah. It's a seafood boil. I have lobster, clams, mushrooms, potatoes,
Oof.
sausage.
Mm.
Uh, I don't know if there's any other kind of shellfish they put in there. They might put crab legs in there or blue crabs. That's what it is.
Crawfish.
Oh, and corn.
You are speaking my
Well,
language, baby.
Mm. That's like a
I
southern
love seafood.
crawfish boil,
Oh
man.
yeah.
It's
ask,
like a Louisiana boil, except it's got a New
Mm-hmm.
England seasoning, which,
ask,
Ah.
ask Mouse what my other avatar is.
Mouse, what's his other avatar?
It's literally a picture of lobster and corn and potato. What you're
Oh,
describing is
It's
just
a
wow.
seafood boil.
we make fun of him all the time because we're like, man, Hairbag, if
That's
you
funny.
ain't gonna bring no butter in with all that shrimp and lobster, take that profile picture off. You're making us hungry.
Oh, I love lobster.
Oh, I love all seafood.
Oh, me too.
The only
Yeah.
thing I really don't care for is octopus.
Oh.
Yuck.
Is
I
it
grew.
like clams? Is it kind of rubbery?
It
It is
Ew.
rubbery,
it
yeah.
is.
It's
Yucky,
like into
yuck.
the
I
squid.
grew up eating it.
And you know what's funny? You
That's a
see these guys that eat that stuff while it's still alive. How does
oh
it not kill them?
oh gosh.
I
Yeah.
have no idea.
I don't.
You would think it would
Salmonella
choke the hell
poisoning.
out of them, stick into their throat, you know?
Oh
You ever
Yeah.
see how much food they put in their mouths at a time?
oh
It's like I'd be
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
I
choking.
that's
know.
terrible.
oh.
Like when they
I
do
mean, is it
those
worse than
mukbangs
the?
and stuff. That's
Oh
crazy.
gosh, I thought the Coney Island hot dog eating thing was bad, but those mukbangs are just bad. I don't know. I just
I've watched a few of them and I'm there. It's disgusting.
Have you guys ever heard of Joey Chestnut?
Yes.
He's supposed to
No.
be up in Buffalo this weekend for a chicken wing eating contest.
Oh
Oh, wow.
wow.
oh my.
Hot and spicy.
I don't myself like the spicy ones. I'd rather have like a mild.
Me too. I
Hmm.
like the mild. Yes.
I got to mute for a minute, guys.
All right.
All
Okay.
right.
Well,
Oh
how's
my
I got
everybody's
a
goodness.
buddy.
weather holding?
Yeah.
I got a buddy that grows jalapeno and ghost pepper, or not jalapeno, Carolina Reapers and the other one.
Oh, I know about that one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what the hell's the name of it? It's the one right under it. At any rate, they're the two hottest peppers you can get. Now he can take the one that's under it and he'll take nibbles off it and he'll be able to eat it. He tried to nibble off the Carolina Reaper and he couldn't eat one for three
Yeah.
days.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh yeah. I think you were right. It is ghost pepper.
Ghost
I,
pepper, that's
I'm
what it
pretty
is.
sure it is ghost pepper. Yeah,
Yup,
one of
it
my
is.
kids is
Pepper,
very into that.
habanero, and yeah.
Oh yeah.
Talking of ghost peppers, here's one that happened with my nephew. We were camping, oh, probably about 20 miles from where I live. And we came down to my friend's house, the one that grows these peppers. And my nephew was saying how he had ghost pepper sauce on his chicken wings and they weren't hot at all. So my buddy, he went into his garden, he got him a ghost pepper. Now this one was green.
Oh, boy.
And
Mm,
he ate it right down. It was no problem for him.
mm.
About a month later, we go back. I went there. He goes, "Hey, I got something for you. Give this to your nephew. See if he can handle this." And it was a red one.
Oh, caliente.
I'm telling you guys, I had no idea what it was going to do to him, or I would have never gave it to him.
Oh,
Oh,
It
it's
was the
terrible what
most
happens to those
freakiest
people that do
thing
that.
you ever saw in your life.
oh
I
gosh.
gave him that pepper. He took it. He took a small bite off the end, and then he ate the whole thing up with his
Oh my
up with
God.
the stem.
Oh, oh,
He took the stem and he started going like this in his fingers while he was chewing it up.
Oh no.
And then he dropped it. Next
Hmm.
thing you know, he's sitting there going
oh my.
like this,
Oh,
and then he started rubbing his eyes.
Oh no.
oh
Oh
no.
no. I've
No.
done that before with
No. That's
jalapeno
the
juice.
worst.
Oh my goodness.
Within 10 minutes, he was laying on my front lawn and he was grabbing his stomach and just up in a fetal position.
Oh
Mm.
my goodness.
And I felt bad for him. I told my one son, I said, go get him some bread right now. He couldn't even eat that.
You
Now,
tried
here's
milk?
the weird part. He got sick, right?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
To this day, I cannot figure this one out. The first time he got sick, he threw up the seeds. The
Okay.
second time was the pepper itself.
Oh
It
wow.
was like they
Huh.
separated.
That's
Well,
so
that's some boiling acid, man.
oh my gosh.
Just maybe.
Ooh.
That poor kid suffered for about 5 hours with it.
Oh,
Jeez, to never do that again.
oh
I
gosh.
I was just getting to that point. The following year, I asked him. I go, hey, I got a present that my buddy's going to give you if you want it. I ain't eating no pepper, he says.
Can't blame the
I
kid
don't
there.
think to this day he has ever eaten anything spicy ever again.
Mm.
Hey, Izzy Pop.
Hi, Izzy. Come
Hey,
on
hey,
Hey,
up.
Izzy Pop
Izzy.
Pop.
Come on
Hey,
up.
Izzy Pop Pop.
Oh, I was trying to read that mouth.
Ah.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was heart shaped face, heart
That's
shaped
all
face,
right. I
heart
can
shaped
go in chat
face.
and read it.
It's heart
Oh,
shaped
it's all the same thing. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I took a
I'm
peek. I couldn't figure it out either.
face. On the StreamYard side, you can't really see some of the emojis. I'm glad you caught us too, Izzy.
Yeah, really.
Uh,
When you
yeah.
get
Oh,
settled
let me
in,
look at
come
chat.
on up.
Yes.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
talking
Please.
about old times.
Sam was in
I
here a while
know.
ago.
I know. We went back almost 2 years back to,
I was
some of
kind
our
of
things.
hoping DC would hang
Yeah.
around too.
Oh,
Isn't it crazy how many things we're all sitting here together? But God, the changes the year have brought.
Yep.
Yep.
Some
I
for the
know.
better and some for the worse.
Yeah. There's channels that have disappeared that we all used to play in that
Yes.
just
I
poof.
Yeah.
know.
There's
I
people that are now fighting against each other that were friends.
Oh yeah.
It's
I'm gonna
crazy.
mute. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's been fun. I will
yeah.
say that. It's been
Well, what the
interesting. It's
heck?
been fun.
Mhm. Yeah. Every so often I go up to for a drive up to Tennessee, Virginia area, and I pass by the exit that says State Warriors Path Park, and I just cannot bring myself to get off that exit. I just keep going, and I want to all the time, but I just can't do it.
Right.
It just feels like I don't know. It's, yeah.
I haven't been up there either, and it's a 20-minute drive.
Oh, are you in that area? See, I'm
Uh
in
huh.
the western North Carolina, in the mountains.
I'm over in the next county
Yeah.
to it.
Oh, really? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Wow. What a small world.
It's been crazy because being this
Literally.
close to that case, I didn't
Right?
really pay much attention to our local government
Mm-hmm.
because I'm kind of a transplant, right? But
Right.
sitting
Me
back and
too.
watching the Summer Wells case has opened
Yeah.
my eyes to some of the crazy politics in the area. I guess you could say.
Small town politics. Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's fun. Yeah, that's how it is here too.
You still keeping up with the Summerwells case?
No.
There's nothing to
It
keep up
no.
with really, but
Yeah.
I mean,
There's
there's no new
nothing.
news or new
I
theories or.
it's really all just YouTube and the drama. I mean, we really haven't
Um,
gotten any new facts since week 2, you know.
yeah,
oh.
yeah. That's
Hello, beautiful dazed. He stepped away for a
Dave?
minute, dazed, but I will highlight that for him when he gets back. Thank you.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
I've got little Dove up
So
here,
good to
Dave.
see
Look,
you.
and Mama
I know.
Sita, and
Hello.
Ah, it's a party.
Hi. Oh, I might be too loud. There. No.
hold on. I think I've got 2 of you.
yeah. It
Yeah,
looks
you
like two
do.
little doves.
I'll remove them.
Sorry.
Is that better?
There's still one background
Okay.
in the studio.
Well, you are. I've got 2 of you here in the studio.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just making sure I got the right one, or just get one of them pulled in. They were both in. Yeah.
It's the Matrix.
It's the Matrix. It's StreamYard. I want to learn how to do OBS with
What's that?
it's a it's a different kind of system, but it runs with Streamlabs instead of StreamYard. And there's a lot more you can do in it, moving around panel and the stuff, the graphics in the background, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not very friendly, user friendly. It's
Right.
it's pretty technical.
Wow,
Sounds
that's
and
too much like work.
It
yeah.
does. It was a lot of learning, and I just kind of got up and wandered off.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah,
We
you
do,
yeah, you have to
Dennis.
dedicate some time to that one.
Yeah, being as untech savvy as I am,
Yeah.
my son tried to teach me, threw it on, and he was like, "There, that's it."
Mm.
And I'm like, "Well, how does it work?" And he starts clicking, and I'm like, "Nope, didn't catch it." Nope.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, my daughter's tech savvy. And if I ask her to show me something, she gets all bent out of shape. Like,
I
you know
know.
this. You,
They-
you know what? Like, well, I didn't grow up with that stuff, kid.
Oh yeah. Gosh.
No, I'm not tech savvy either.
You know, she'll give me the rock eyebrow, like,
Yeah.
I mean, look at me like that.
Oh
yeah.
gosh. I know. My daughter's 23 and she's like, Mom, how did you make it without a cell phone? How did you have a life? I'm thinking, yeah, I had a life. I got out and we were out and we didn't come home until it got dark. There was no stay in the room, texting. No, we got out there. It was so fun.
We
I
had
feel
bicycles.
bad. These
Our
kids
world
is
was on
different.
bicycles. Yeah.
Yes, we got out and explored and we were fearless,
Oh, we made forts. We pretended cowboys
Remember
and Indians, all of it. Football.
starting
jump roping
fires with
contest?
magnifying glasses and piles of leaves.
Oh yeah, and ants. Like these
Yeah.
millennials will never understand a magnifying
No.
glass and an ant and the connection of it.
Oh, yeah, never. We had a pretty good generation,
Yeah.
and I really feel sorry for the folks of this generation.
I do
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
But
I
then
mean, there's
again,
good and bad. You know what I mean?
let me think
Well,
about it though.
seeing what I'm
Yeah, I
seeing,
mean,
like
It
the
would have been
streets of
cool.
Kensington, stuff like that, it's just like, what happened to our society?
yeah.
We can't lie though. If we'd have had
Mhm.
all this crap when we were kids, we'd have eaten it up.
Oh, hell
Like
yeah.
our friends at
Yeah.
our fingertips. That is so cool. Now I don't have to
Yes.
go through the whole neighborhood and all 4 friends' house to find the group.
Yeah. Yes.
And we're
Yes.
the last
Friendship.
generation to get away with your word against mine.
Yes.
Mhm.
Right.
That's
Receipts were in actual paper that printed out from the cash register, and that was
You
it.
did what you did on the weekend, right? And then when you got to school on Monday and everybody was talking about it, we still had that small ability to go, that ain't true. You
Yeah.
believe that? No, man, that didn't happen. And there was no proof, nobody had a phone, nobody had a camera. We weren't going to take pictures when we had to go all the way to the little box, in the middle of the parking lot and drop our camera or our film off and wait 2 weeks.
yeah, that
Yes.
was terrible.
The anticipation. And
And
then
only half the roll
how
came
bad
out.
was the picture?
Yeah. Most of them were
Head
blurry.
cut off, half a
Yep.
face.
Yep.
Hey, Dave, thank you.
Oh, hi, Dave.
There he is, the man of the hour. Of the evening, actually.
Hello, Sausage Jade. She skipped through. There you go, Hairbag. And now I gotta.
That's cute.
That's funny. Thanks, Sasha.
I never heard that one before.
Me either. That was good, though.
Oh.
You only get one.
Oh.
I'll aggravate it with you throughout the show.
You ever see the guy who plays the chickens?
No.
The
No,
rubber chickens?
no.
And they make a noise
The
when
squeaky
you
one.
squeeze them. And there's a guy that actually can make those chickens sing.
Wow.
It's funny. It's funny.
That would be interesting.
Oh yeah,
Sounds like
just look it
something
up.
for America's Got Talent.
Well, I think he's already made it big and wide, and they sell them everywhere.
There's this
Oh,
one
I
guy,
thought you meant real chickens.
No,
the rubber
Oh.
chickens, the squeaky toys.
right?
Okay. All
There is
right.
this one guy on YouTube that I've watched a little bit of. He dresses in the Renaissance era kind
Uh-huh.
of thing, and he does the whips, the long leather whips, but he does it in songs. And like he'll reword a song to be it's so funny, and he's doing the rhythm, the whole rhythm with those whips. Tap 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 tap. Izzy says, Hairbag and Jenica, I have to get the kitchen clean so I can relax. If I don't get back before this ends, I'm wishing you both a happy birthday.
Janica,
Well, thank
happy
you.
birthday.
Miss
I-
Izzy.
A happy birthday, Janica.
Oh, it's not until Monday.
See, we
Yeah,
got
but
another.
still.
Hey,
That gives
Monday
us another
started
excuse
today.
to do this on Monday, right?
Yes.
Well, I want to
Yes,
thank
yes,
you
yes.
all. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, happy
And Dave
birthday.
said, Janica, I miss you.
Love you, Days.
Aw.
She is awesome.
Yes, he is.
Come on up, Days.
Yeah.
Please, it's a birthday wish.
Oh,
Aw.
Hello, beautiful.
hello,
Hey,
Days.
hey, did you
Hello,
see my
sweetie.
comment, Janica? I miss you.
Oh, thank you.
I really do.
Mhm.
I know that I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but man, I miss your singing.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, then they don't know
That
what they're
soulful
talking
voice
about,
of hers.
Days.
Oh God. Well,
Well,
I
you
just
know,
you get a funny feeling about coming into certain chats anymore.
Yeah.
no, I get it. I get it. I
Yeah.
totally get it. I just I wanted to say happy birthday,
Well,
Hairbag. Whoop whoop.
Thank you, sweetie.
Happy birthday, Janica.
thank
Or
you,
early
Jace.
birthday.
No early birthday. Yeah.
How is your day
Aw.
going? And now you're off work, I assume.
I
Getting into
am
the
off of work.
weekend.
It went okay, but I tell you what, today was a day that I just wanted to go home, and I have no, I love my job. Don't get me wrong, I love my job, but today
Yeah,
was a day that I wanted to actually go home for the first time in a long time. I was so ready to clock out.
Hmm.
I bet.
Yeah.
Just one of those days where you felt like you
One of
had
those
it,
days.
huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Where you're
Um,
done.
I get it.
Yep.
For sure.
Well, now you can
Mhm.
relax.
Yep.
I can.
Hey, Janica.
Yes.
Izzy says your birthday is Sunday, not Monday.
What the hell do I know? The days just run into each other anymore.
Oh,
It's just life, buddy. It's just life.
So when you get to be this age,
That
it takes
was
about a
good.
month to get the birthday
Freaking
done.
awesome.
Oh, you mean today's my birthday?
it's
Oh,
pretty
buddy.
sad when you have to look on a calculator to tabulate how old you are. I do that.
29.99 for shipping and handling, baby. But the shipping and handling keeps going up.
Or when you have to put in your date of birth, and you put in the month, the day, and the year. You just keep scrolling and scrolling. I'm like, what the hell is this? The Wheel of
That's,
Fortune, Price is Right.
that's a
What's going
fact.
on here?
Yes. Yes, that's so depressing. However, I still really, because I don't math really well. I'm a reader, and I tend to do more artsy things, and most artsy people aren't really good mathematicians or status quo, whatever.
So you're
Well,
not.
I am not really good at math. So they taught us back in grade school that using a calculator was not a bad thing. So I still use a calculator to calculate my kids' birthdays or how old they'll be. So I just don't want to get it wrong. I know the day, and I know the year, and I know the month, right? I know all that
Right.
stuff. I know how much they weighed when they were born. I know everything, all the details, except exactly how old they'll be.
Oh, wow.
I
I
know
think
that's the years just go by so fast, and when you've got more than one, you have to stop and count. Oh God, that one's gonna be oh okay.
it's just yes, and it's I don't know. But then again, I'm not good at math. I'll be the first to tell you, I am not a mathematician. That was one of the subjects that I had to really study hard at to get. Um, but I actually threw away my whole academic career because I wasn't interested in sitting
Yeah.
still long enough to learn.
Yeah, I mean, it's like any subject. You'll learn it if you're interested in it.
Yes.
Like math never did anything for me. I knew basic math, but I mean, as far as algebra and
I'm sorry.
all that other stuff goes, no, not
Yes.
having that.
Same. And
Where am
this
I
new
going to use
math,
it?
yeah.
Oh,
And this new math, it just throws me for a whole loop. I don't understand it. I don't.
I
I
know.
don't get it. It's weird. And
yeah.
they overcomplicate things, right? 2 plus 2 is 4. Don't break it down into some kind of equation that I don't understand, because I'm not going to get it if you do it like that. It's
Right.
weird.
Exactly. Exactly.
Just the basic
Yeah.
facts. That's all you
Hey,
want, the
Sam.
basic facts.
Hey,
Yeah.
welcome back, Sam.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Made it back.
Hi,
Yeah.
Did you make
hi,
it back?
Sam. Little Dove, I just want you to know that you are always in my thoughts. Just so you know.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
I appreciate that a lot.
And I miss seeing you around the YouTubes, by the way.
Oh, I know. I miss you too.
because I don't, I mean, I don't really go many places now because I just try to plug in audiobooks when I'm working
Oh,
to stay out of
Yeah.
Oh,
uh,
that's nice.
that's a great idea.
yeah.
Well, I'm glad you chose to come in here, Days.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's really nice.
Mhm.
Mouse is my sister from another mister, so
Hmm.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Good people.
Mhm.
She really is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We come from two different worlds, but we're so much alike. It's crazy how much her and I are alike and how much we have in common.
Well,
Isn't that
that's good.
interesting? How a
It
stranger
is.
you will have such almost a connection. There's just so much in common.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. Hmm.
It's kind of spooky at times, but I love
Yeah.
Mouse, and her husband have been nothing. They have been nothing but nice to me. They've done things for me that other people would have just, well, let's just say I'm indebted to her eternally for it. Well, not anything.
Yeah.
It's just I didn't expect it, and it was a welcome change from
That's
the rat
cool.
race.
Yeah.
I
That's
get it.
cool.
That is awesome.
I wish we could have done more, but
No, you did. You did. You guys went above and beyond. And if you don't know, can I tell them?
yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
you
really
want
want to
to tell
tell
them. You
them.
sure can tell them. Everybody knows what me and my old man do now.
Yeah.
Oh, I have
Her
no idea.
and her husband. Because I don't really like old man. Because that just kind of dates people, right?
Right.
Either way, her and her husband, they fixed my car when I was down and out, free of charge,
Aw.
and
Oh, that's
they made
cool.
me cry when they brought it back
Hmm.
to me and told me, "Look, you don't owe us nothing. Um,
Wow.
Oh.
we he does it for a living, and it was just." I was floored because not many people will do that nowadays.
No, they
They
don't.
No, they
won't.
don't.
That's a
No.
beautiful thing.
That
Yeah.
is.
I
Yeah.
Yeah.
remember when you got your car.
It was good that we were
Yes.
close
Yeah.
together that we could, pull it off.
Yeah.
Yes, but now I'm in a totally different car because apparently I don't know how to check transmission fluid.
Oh
But
Oh
no.
Oh
no.
goodness.
well,
Oh
it's
goodness.
neither here nor there. The car that I have now, it's a good car. Um
Hmm.
and
It's
all
a
I can
nice
say is
car.
I'm blessed to have the job that I have, right? I'm blessed in
Right.
that area because my
Hmm.
boss actually went and bought it, and I'm paying my boss back for the car. So,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Hey,
uh,
Days,
yeah.
what was your last car's year?
My last car's Mouse was it 2007, 2005?
I think, yeah.
It was a
Okay,
Pontiac, right?
Uh huh.
I can't remember. Gosh, it's been a minute, but it
I
was
have a 2006 Chrysler Town and Country van. Mine doesn't have a dipstick for tranny fluid. Yours might have been a sealed tranny.
no, no, it wasn't. It had the yellow dipstick. I just didn't check
Oh,
it,
okay.
and
Oh, okay.
yeah, I mean, I grew up with parents. Well, I grew up with a dad that built race cars as a hobby, so I know what to look for, and I know where to check. Right,
Yeah.
except
Yeah.
for the car that I got now, I can't find the battery, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. Um,
Call me
it's a
later
newer
and I'll ask him. I'll
car.
ask him. He'll be able to call me sometime and I'll ask him and he'll know where it's at.
Yeah, because I don't. I mean, it's a newer car, and the people that had it before me took real good care of it. The
That's great.
salesperson, even though I know that salespeople will tell you anything to get you to buy a car, my boss knew them personally, so I know that he
Right.
wasn't going to try and get one over on him.
Right.
So, anyway, it's a good car. I can't say enough thank yous for my boss,
Mm.
and just going out on a limb for me. But it's job security, right? Because I'll be paying
Yeah,
for the
Yeah.
car for the next 5 years. Woo woo!
And he ain't gonna fire you because he needs you to pay for that car.
that's
Right.
it. Exactly.
Well, that's
Job
why I said
security.
job security, right?
Job
I just
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that was
and
a
he
blessing,
told
Dave.
me,
Yeah.
huh?
that's
I
pretty
said that was a
decent of a
That
boss
blessing.
is a
to do that.
blessing.
It was a
Hmm.
blessing. It was a blessing, and I tell you what, when my other car blew up in the work parking lot because I got to work and the transmission went completely out, right?
Yeah.
That was when, and that was just when I gave it away. I gave it to the Lord, and I told him, I said, "You've got to fix this because I can't."
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, welcome back, DC.
Mm-hmm.
and I know I don't want to take away. I'm so sorry. I feel like I come up here and take over the
No, you're
freaking.
fine.
I'm
It
so
was
sorry.
No,
okay. That was the
not at
whole
all.
That was the whole point. They used to come up here and everybody just chill out. You are fine. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah,
I just wanted to wish Hairbag a happy birthday personally, because I know, that you guys have been wanting to do this for him, and he's such a good dude, guys. He's such a good dude. I've
thank you.
I've met a
Mm.
lot of people through YouTube, and at this point, if I had the opportunity and the means, Hairbag would be one of the people that I'd love to meet. Just saying.
Oh.
Thank you, Liz.
That's really nice.
Oh.
He's my
Or
Yeah.
Dave. Sorry, the
little
G got me.
hippie. Peace and love. That's Hairbag. Peace and love.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hey, DC.
Hey,
He
DC.
is
Yes,
back.
yes, DC. The car it's safe. I've got the whole what is that report that you can get?
The Carfax.
Yes, I've got the Carfax report, which actually holds me accountable, right? Because I have to go and get the oil changed
Mm.
when it tells me to go get the oil changed. Otherwise, the Carfax will be out of whack. So it holds me accountable as well. But yes, the car has the whole Carfax, or yeah, everything. It's a good car.
And
It's
it's
a Buick.
pretty. It is
Yes,
really pretty.
Nice.
it's a pearl white
Oh,
Buick,
how
which is
pretty.
like those Mary Kay cars back in the day. Everybody wanted
Oh,
those pearl
wow.
white Mary
Yeah,
Kay
yeah.
yeah.
cars,
Oh my gosh.
And you didn't get it in pink?
huh?
You didn't get it in pink?
Jenica, I actually thought about getting a quote on how much it would cost me to wrap the car,
Oh
but
goodness.
that's
Oh,
a
yeah,
bit out
that's
of my budget
expensive.
at the moment
Hmm.
because
I
that
hear
costs
that.
lots. I'd love
But
to.
that would
I'd
be
love to wrap
unique,
it.
wouldn't it? Wasn't Mary Kay cars pink?
They
Yes,
were
I think the
pearl
newer
white
ones
too.
are pearl white too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
think
were
I got
pearl
a
white
few.
too.
Oh.
You can
Mm.
choose which one.
Yeah.
Or you can decorate the inside of it with all pink interior.
Nah.
You know what I did though? I didn't go the pink route because it's got that wood stuff in. It's got all that
Mm.
wood grain stuff in it, which I'm not a fan of.
Oh.
But I blinged all of that out. I've got like you should see it. I've got like mirror covers that are blinged, and the whole like all the
Oh,
vents in the
wow.
front have blinged out. Yeah, it's blinged out a little bit. Um, I
That's
made it
cool.
mine.
There you
You
go.
go, girl. That's right. You paid for it. That is your baby.
That's
Yes, it
it.
is. And her name is Grace. That is what I called her because I felt
Ah.
like I got a buttload of grace when I got
You
that
sure
car.
did. You
Yeah.
sure did.
Oh. Does
That's
everybody
awesome.
name their cars?
I
No,
do. But
No.
I'm just animated
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah. I named my car. Lord, if Army vet hears
the only
this,
time
oh,
I
he is
name
gonna
my
clown me
car is if
forever.
it's about ready to break down and I need it to get up a hill.
By then
I
it's
like
too late, Hairbag. You done run the juju.
I actually get up every morning when I get in the car. I'm like, "Hello, Grace. I hope you're doing well today. We're going to go to work." I
Oh.
actually talk to it, but I'm weird like that, so
I do that too. Mine is a person. It has feelings. I can hurt them.
Oh no. No, I just named mine. Just yeah, I just put a name.
Yeah, when
My
you start
mom,
hearing the
I just
noise in your
refer to
car,
her.
you go,
Yeah.
"Don't break down! Don't break down!"
Come on, girl.
Come
You
on, girl,
got this.
get me
Come
home.
Exactly. Get me home.
on. And then when it don't, you beat on it like you stupid. Oh, I'm so mad at you.
Oh, oh goodness.
Yeah, I had a van before this one I got, and I had somebody working on it. They want to take the throttle body off, and they went and dropped one or two of the screws down into my manifold,
oh my
Ooh.
gosh.
Mm-mm.
and they couldn't get it back out.
We'll go
There
figure.
went the motor.
Ah,
Mm.
Oh,
that
we
blaze.
can't get down in there, he said. Yeah, I know enough about motors. Yes, it can.
Mm.
Yeah, you got to watch, and I'm going to use a colloquialism from where I'm from. You've got to watch these shade tree mechanics for sure. And I'm trying to keep it PG because, I'm really trying, guys. I'm really trying because I used to cuss like a sailor.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
Mm.
But yeah, you've really got to watch the shade tree mechanics because they
Mm.
will, especially if they think that they can get one over on you. That's why I don't,
Mm-hmm.
I never approach anybody that works on cars with an attitude of like, I don't know what I'm talking about
Oh
because
yeah.
I was raised better than that. I was raised around somebody that could take apart an engine and put it together in a day. And that includes all the oil rings, all of it, pistons, all of it. He could take it apart and put it together in a day. You
That's
know,
pretty
my
quick.
dad loved race
Wow.
cars, so that's what he did. And because my brothers wouldn't help him, I went out and helped him because I loved. It was almost like a big ass puzzle, right?
Wow.
Mhm.
Um,
That's a good
My
learning experience, Dazed.
it
Really, my
is. It
husband
is.
says cars are nothing more than a nut and a bolt. It's
Mm.
just parts. It's
They are.
one
I
part
can,
and put it back on.
if I had the right tools, I could probably change out a water pump because I know, probably not on some the newer models. Like I said, I can't find the battery on the car that I have right now. So I'm really
Probably
freaking
inside
out.
the fender.
Huh?
It's probably inside your fender.
Well, I looked. I
You
don't know
don't
what I'm
find
looking
anything
for.
that looks like it could have been blocked off or anything?
Well, there's a cover, right? There's like this plastic cover, and it looks like it covers the battery, but it doesn't cover the battery. It covers some sort of electrical, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to mess around with that because
No.
electricals, you just don't
Well,
mess with
VG
electrical.
has a good idea. Google it. You should be able to find out where it
Yes,
is if you Google it.
I'm going to Google it eventually. I've just been working. To be honest, I did go and look where to see where the battery was the other day because apparently I didn't have my foot on the brake hard enough and it didn't start. And I was freaking out, right? Oh my gosh, because that's what happened with the last car. It just wouldn't. It didn't start, and no, it was something. It was me, but
I've
I
done that too.
it
I've gone on.
started. But it's also got the key fob with the remote start. So I know that there's a lot. It's just a whole different dynamic when you have a car that you're unfamiliar with. And I know I need to familiarize myself with the car because obviously it's my car, but I just haven't, and that's on me.
That's me. My car does stuff I don't know. I don't even know how the whole GPS and radio system hooks up through Bluetooth. catches my phone. I can't figure out how to answer it.
Oh, that's so annoying.
I know.
Oh,
Well,
so
I
annoying.
figured out the Bluetooth real quick in a hurry. I just didn't like it. I don't like driving down the road and having a call come in and me not being able to control it, right? It automatically answers, and I'm like, no, we don't want that because if I'm cussing like a sailor, I don't want anybody else to know that I'm cussing like a sailor.
Right?
Right. Everyone here.
Yeah, I mean, I get road rage, not so much anymore, but I really did get road rage back in the day. And
Oh, I do. I do. I
Well, my
can't
daughter's
stand
like that
idiots
when I'm
on the
driving with
road.
her, and she'll come to a stoplight and she gets all anxious. It's like, come on, come on, come on. And they're like, yeah,
yes,
can't just wait. Turn on the tunes and wait. Eventually it's gonna change.
Do you ever have
yeah.
one of those people that stop at a stop sign and they act like they're waiting for the light to change?
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep. They're
Have you ever
usually
been
looking
one of
at their
those
cell
people?
phone.
No, I was that person at the red light that my car died,
Oh
right?
God.
And I'm grinding on it.
Oh,
I'm panicking. I'm sweating. Oh my God, it won't start back, right? Never put it back into park. Never thought to put it in park. Thinking, God, it won't start. Not in park. I call my husband. Ladies, I call my husband in the middle of work day. I'm like, oh my God, you got to help me. Man, I don't know. I don't know. He gets in there, puts it in park, starts it. And I'm like, oh,
Yes,
yeah, park.
yes, but I'm usually the one holding up traffic because I'm looking here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah.
oh my God, DC. I had a car once and it had heated seats and it's 110 outside and my
Oh.
seats were burning my ass. It took me
Oh.
2 weeks to find the button which was in my face.
Yes, now that was a whole big learning curve for me too, right? That was absolutely something that I had to learn too because
Oh gosh.
in the wintertime the heated seats come on and I don't like heated seats. I feel like they get too hot and
Mm.
it's uncomfortable for me, so I would rather not have that, but the function it's just a function that the newer cars, the newer cars have.
Mhm.
And I was like, wow, this has got heated seats and but I still need to figure out how to cut that off like on the automatic start and stuff because
Mm.
but then again I do
Yeah.
like it in the wintertime because
Yeah.
you go into your car and your bum's cold, whatever. The leather seats get
Yeah.
really cold really quick.
Yup.
Um so yeah, it's a thing that I did get used to real quick. I was like, wow, this is
Okay,
so
you do
cool.
know when they have cars like that up here, you have heard of Buffalo Winters, right?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, you can use them around here.
But the
I'm telling
chains?
you, it
Yeah.
gets cold
The
sometimes to where
heated
the
seats.
vinyl on your seats will
Oh
almost crack.
Oof.
wow, yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'm a terrible car owner. I bought sunshades and everything, but I park underneath the tree now. I'm so lazy. I don't even put them in the window.
I'm lazier. I'm lazier. I am. I don't even do that. I'm like, hey, oh man, hey, you know what? Here, a car.
Oh goodness. You are so funny.
I used to joke that before I got ready to take a trip, before I pack the toolbox, I'll pack my husband. Because if I break down, he can fix it. Like,
Oh gosh.
but he's been working on cars his whole life. He
Oh.
he took automotive in
Ah,
Oh.
Votech school,
wow.
and he was in a competition, and he was challenged that you couldn't make a gas engine run backwards, and my husband did it.
Wow.
Oh.
That's different.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, you had to rearrange some parts, but
Yeah,
I mean,
No, it
parts is
wasn't a
parts.
hit.
Hello, Pindar.
I wish
Welcome.
it
Good to
was.
see you.
Hey, Pindar.
Hi, Pandar. Thank you for coming in.
Hi,
Hi,
Pindar.
Pender.
Good to see you. Oh,
But yeah, I mean, once you understand
that's
that
amazing.
there's three elements that run a car, and that's
Yeah.
air or oxygen, fire
Mm,
and fuel.
yeah.
When
Thank
you
you, Pandar.
understand that, then you can understand how to make it run backwards. But that's on his level. Like that's beyond my level.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same. Same.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
do know what an
So,
oil ring is, because
oh,
they've got keepers and stuff, right? There's all different types of rings for cars and stuff, and I do know what oil rings are as opposed to the other types of rings, because oil rings look like bracelets, and that's how
I was fixing to say that.
that's how I differentiated them from the other ones, right? Because the other ones are flat, but the oil rings look like bracelets, because they're crimped all the way around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh,
So in
when
my
I was,
mind, that's how I differentiated everything. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. When I was growing up, you remember when we all got into the O-rings, the
oh
little
gosh,
plastic
yes.
one bracelets, right?
Yes.
My
When
dad
Madonna,
became
yeah. Yeah.
furious. Became furious when he
That's
caught us wearing them. He was in the oil field and he sold oil field equipment, right? And he's seeing those fake O-rings on our arms and just got furious. Those are so fake, so fake. He goes back to his oil field supply store and brings me back a handful that'll fit around my wrist. Now that's a real O-ring.
You must have thought it. I'm really not gonna wear it either.
I did. I actually did. I
Did
worked
you?
for a long time. Yeah.
Really?
And it
Oh, that's
never broke. It
awesome.
didn't break like the cheap ones, but they
Oh
do.
my
If
gosh.
you get them wet, the
Oh my
real ones will
goodness.
put black on you.
Oh boy.
Oh goodness gracious. Oh my goodness.
But I mean, in all fairness, the size of my wrist when I was back in school was about the size of a silver dollar.
Tiny little thing, huh?
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
thought.
She's tiny
Yeah.
now. She's tiny
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
still pretty small.
Oh, darn
I
it.
look
Join the club, mouse.
from the back, I look like a 12-year-old, until you
Oh,
walk up to me and you're
Oh
like,
my
oh,
goodness.
whoa, okay, there's the other 40 years. Gotcha.
Oh my goodness.
that's always fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they say great things come in small packages. I truly believe that.
That's right. I'm fun sized. That's all
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, we get to go with the carnivals on Halloween and get on the rides for free because they think we're kids.
I'll disagree.
You
Being
ladies
short,
are so funny.
that was a downfall growing up. My parents took me to Six Flags over Texas. I think I was in like the 5th grade. And I couldn't ride a damn thing.
Oh, the
Oh
measurement things
no.
there,
Yeah,
right?
there's this little guy in front of each little ride with a ruler under his hand. If you're this tall, you can ride this ride.
Oh man,
I
that
hated him.
blows.
I hated that little dude.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh. Yeah.
I even remember standing on my tiptoes a few times to try to get by.
You needed like a little insert in the heel of your shoe.
Yeah, I needed 3 inches on my
Yeah.
soles. That would have carried me good.
You ever see those people on YouTube that go up in that ride called the slingshot?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh my God.
It's
I-
hilarious.
Oh, some of them are funny. Oh Lordy, but I
I
don't
like
know
it
how
when
they
they
do
pass
it.
out. I like it when they
Yeah.
pass out.
Or they start screaming for their mama.
Mama!
Yep. There
See,
was
that's the type
one.
of
There
stuff that
was
I
one they
like.
filmed with a little overweight boy, and the way they had him strapped in was like wrong.
Oh my
And
What are you
god.
talking
they
about?
shot him. The poor kid was almost falling out of it.
What?
It's like,
Was it the one with his Aunt Janice?
I don't
What?
think, yeah, maybe, yeah. That was the
That's
one.
hilarious. That one is hilarious.
You know, the thing is you don't want to laugh, but good Lord, that was
Exactly.
funny.
Because he's terrified. He really is.
Oh, yeah, well, I'd be terrified too.
Because he's really like sliding. Oh gosh, Rouse, if you
Oh,
found
yeah,
that video,
that was
you would.
awful.
Oh my!
Did you
I
see
felt
the one?
wrong for laughing.
Did you see the one where the old lady and her daughter got into the slingshot and she
No,
gets up in the air
oh God.
and on the way down she says, "Oh, I think my pants." And they laughed all the way down. It was crazy. But I
Oh
sat
my,
here and laughed, and they're, oh my God.
oh my gosh, how funny.
Jeez. I can't imagine doing that ride.
Yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't.
That's the good thing about age is we do get to an age finally where all that proven crap to ourselves that goes away. Like
Eh,
I
Yeah,
don't
but you should
Ah,
see the people our age to get on that thing.
oh
I mean, why?
I say the same thing about climbing in the Himalayas. You know people die. You know it's sub freezing up there. You know
Yeah.
it's hard.
Uh-huh.
And just
no
to
And
prove it,
relaxation.
and
they
the
just
way
do
you're
it to
gonna
get to the top.
prove that they can. The problem is if you don't make it, you die.
Yep.
Come to Buffalo during the winter. That'll change your mind real quick about going to the Himalayas.
I don't have that much left in me to prove to myself to climb the Himalayas, you know.
Oh gosh.
And it
Oh
wouldn't be something I'd
goodness.
want to do. No, no.
Either.
Oh
I don't
my
need to prove
goodness.
anything that bad.
No. Oh gosh, no. I mean, I'm at the point that I don't even want to drive when they say warning of black ice out on the road. I'm like, oh, I'm staying home.
Yep.
Oh, black
I'm
ice
waiting
is
for
the
10
devil to
o'clock.
me.
Yes, waiting for 10 o'clock for the sun to come out. See if it melts it a little bit.
Yeah.
No, sir. No.
Oh, damn it.
420 at Hairbag. Hit it.
There you go.
Get it
That's what I'm
again.
talking about.
I
Yeah.
know.
Good one,
Do it
eh?
again. Do it again.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
How's Frankie doing?
growing like a weed, like for real, growing like a weed. She is now learned how to jump up into the sink.
Well,
I don't think bad of me, but she was sitting like I was putting spices in, like I'm cooking, and I was putting spices in what I was cooking, and I turned around and she's just sitting in the sink, and I turn around and she's just looking at me sitting in the sink. I turned the water on.
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
Did she run or did she like it?
No, she jumped out. She doesn't like the sound of running water, but
Yeah.
she'll let me give her a bath. The only time that I can clip her nails is when she's cold or just out of the bath. So I use it to my advantage strategically because yeah, she's give me shots with her nails.
Oh, yeah, that hurts.
It does. Well, sorry. I have rolled over and she's like right on top of me. And sometimes it doesn't register that it's Frankie, right? So I freak
Right.
out and I go to push her away. And a cat's instinct is to reach out and grab, right? Well, that's what
right.
she did. And I did that 2 nights in a row. Did not learn my lesson the first time.
Mhm.
So yeah, she's got her claw stuck in me one time this past week, and it
Oh,
actually
gosh.
stuck in
Yeah.
there. Like it actually
Yeah.
stuck in the
Mm.
skin, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I was kind of pulled back real quick, but it bruised it. It was enough to bruise it, and I'm like, wow,
Really?
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Wow.
So when I get, because this weekend I give her a bath,
Mm.
and I don't ever touch her back claws because I think that's unfair. Because that's
Mm.
what she uses to climb up on things, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
my bed is so tall that I have to use a stool to get into, so I'm not going to do that to her.
Yeah.
And so I just cut her front claws. I trim her front claws, and I'm done. I'm done with it. Right? I don't have to go on and try to trim her back claws because I feel like that's unfair. Their back claws are what they use every day in all things, right? But give it a week, and she'll have those claws again. So, yay! No, she's growing like a weed, and I love her to death. She
How
is
long you had her, Days?
the best thing that has happened to me since sliced bread.
Let's see. They were born the day before April Fool's Day, and then I kept her for right out 6 weeks.
Wow.
She was 6 months old Monday or Tuesday of this week.
Oh wow.
Give me one moment and I'll go get her. I just gotta find her. She's she was somewhere. She's usually in my window. She's probably on my bed right now. Give me just a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
One thing you don't want to do, play with a 6 to 8 week old kitten with a piece of string next to your face. When I
Oh
was a
no no
kid,
no
I
no no.
found that out the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
She
Oh yeah.
almost pierced my nose.
Ooh,
Ooh.
She went
that had
in
to
the
hurt.
nostril, right in the middle piece. And oh my
Mm.
God, that's why I remember it. It hurt so
Yeah.
damn bad.
Huh?
Mm.
But I like cats. I do. I always have.
My cat's very quiet, not sociable at all. Just sits where she wants to. Just feed her, and it's about it. And, every once in a while she'll swipe up against my leg, but that's only because she wants a treat. Other than that, she's not a very sociable cat.
Well, I've
That's
got
weird because usually the males are
Oh,
like that.
Oh, look at.
cameos.
Oh,
Say hi.
is
she
Oh.
she all
is. There
black,
she is.
Dazed?
She is, except for she's got like a little patch underneath her collar that
Okay.
is that's white. But she
Oh,
started out with black and gray stripes, and now she's solid black.
oh wow.
Oh. Is she a
Her-
Bombay cat?
Actually, they were from a tabby cat and a
Oh.
solid
Okay.
cat.
She looks pretty
Oh.
big.
But I've got the
Yeah.
She's
mother
huge.
and the brother.
She's
Oh, just
probably
Days,
10,
that little
12
nose.
pounds.
Wow. Wow.
Oh.
Days must be her chew toy.
Let me see.
I'm
Uh,
a mama.
they're good
She does tend
companions,
to chew
though.
a lot more than Snowball does. Snowball's really not into chewing, but like I said, he's the goofy one. I
Look at
adore
her.
him.
She's photogenic. Very pretty cat.
He's real
She
shiny.
is. She is. This is what she does when she's wants to play, right? She's teething
Yeah.
still, so
Oh.
she still suckles at night. Like she's got a nightgown that she refuses to let me watch that's got my scent on it, and she'll make
Yeah.
biscuits and suckle on it
Her
at
Wow.
sister,
nighttime.
Biscuits.
Yeah.
one of her sisters that still suckles and mashes.
She doesn't understand that I don't have fur.
Uh,
So she
Mm.
chews on me. She chews on my arms. She chews on my legs. And I can't wait for her to get out of that stage, right? The whole chewing stage.
hmm
But it is what it is. She. Everybody at work tells me I'm spoiling her rotten, but you know what? Absolutely, she's the one that's here with me day in day out. So
You have the right to spoil your cat or dog if you want to.
oh yeah, she's the love of my life. I I will be forever indebted to Mouse for Frankie. She is just
Oh.
the best thing and I didn't think, because I always was really, really hesitant to get an animal only because, they live shorter lives than we do. And I didn't want to get attached to one and then lose them. But with her, it's totally different. And she is everything. She's all that in a bag of chips to me. So,
Well, that's what she's there for. Is just to make you, and you did me a favor
Yeah.
too, because that was one less cat I had to
Oh.
take care of.
No.
But
Does she?
I've got her brother, and my daughter has her sister, and they're all three
Oh.
completely different. Frankie's solid black. The one my daughter has, she named her Princess, and she's gray and white. And then mine is, he looks kind of like a Siamese, but his markings are real faint, and now he's got faint striping. He's real pretty, like silver and white. But he's the
How
goofball.
interesting.
He's a whole Gomer pile.
Oh.
I mean, just goofy. He
oh,
doesn't think things through. He always falls. It doesn't matter what he climbs up on to fall asleep. He'll fall off when he falls asleep.
Oh.
that's so cute.
He's so
Um, I will say one thing. I'm terrified of her learning how to jump up on the stove, right? That's the one thing that I hope that she never learns. Um, and I think that she's smart enough to, well, I mean, she's a smart cat. So hopefully I won't have to worry about that. But that's the one big worry, because right now I'm cooking, but she usually just stays where I'm at. And I'm hoping that she stays true to her nature, because she follows me around from the time I get home till the time I go to bed. She's right there with me, right? She's in the bed. We go to bed together. If I sleep over, she's right there. She wakes me up. So I've got the built-in alarm clock. But that's the one thing I'm terrified about, especially with me cooking. That's you know something I'm just going to have to pray about, because I would absolutely.
if she hasn't already, I'd say she probably won't get that interested in it. Because from here on out, it's mostly, all that rambunctiousness just kind of ages out now, but they pretty much stay the same.
Yeah, but she was in the sink today, and the sink is as high as the stove. I don't want her to get those confused. That's all. And that's something that I'll have to watch out for. But right now, she's got her cat. She's in the sink. Hold on, guys. Yeah. She's learned a new trick, so she's
Oh,
trying to navigate that. But the sink is on the opposite side of the kitchen from the stove, so I just don't. That's one thing that I'll have to keep on watching her with, because she's such a curious. She's so smart. She's just very inquisitive. So hopefully, nothing bad will happen to her, because I will die. I'll die. That's my baby.
You might want to check out Jackson Galaxy. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He is like a cat expert and like behavioral, expert. And he has a really great channel, and people come to him for advice, kind of like retraining their cat to not do certain things. You might want to look into that.
Right. Well, she's really good about. I think this is the first day that she's learned how to jump in the sink, and that's okay when I'm. She's totally okay. I just worry about her jumping on the stove while I'm cooking. So I just got to be more mindful now. But yeah, she's everything to me. And I'd never thought that I would get this close to an animal, but she really has weaseled her way into my heart in a good way. I love her.
They tend to do that, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They do. I was always really standoffish. Even with my ex and all the pets that he had, I was very standoffish because they only learn they have a finite amount of years, and but I'm going to make the best of it and just cherish every moment that I have with her. I'm still taking
Mhm.
pictures every week, and I'm going to drop down because I do have to finish cooking. I don't want it to burn. But I
Okay.
wanted to jump up here and say happy birthday, Hairbag.
Yeah.
I'll be listening. You guys continue with the birthday celebration, but I really, really wanted to acknowledge Hairbag's birthday today because you've been
Yeah.
Thank
nothing
you.
to me as well. So,
Thank you
Well, I
very much.
appreciate it so much.
well, thank you guys for having me
Yeah.
up.
And
I'm going to
thank you
jump.
for coming up, Days. It was
Yeah,
Well, it's glad
really.
to
wonderful.
Thank
finally hear
you.
you, Mama Sita. I always
Yes.
see you in
Oh,
chat. So,
I know. Yeah.
See, I got all the secrets over here. You just gotta be
Yeah.
quieter about
I
it.
know,
Yeah.
right? All right, guys.
We even had Little Dove up here today.
I know.
Yeah.
It's nice talking to you, Janica. Hairbag, happy birthday. Come on over to my channel tomorrow. Yeah, and I'll sing you happy birthday for real.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
All right.
awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah. Y'all
Bye,
don't forget.
guys.
Yeah,
See
I'll
you
be
later,
there.
sweetie.
Oh, bye,
Don't forget
Dave.
days. We are always over there on Saturday nights. We have karaoke. That's a blast. No drama. And you
Oh,
don't have to sing great. Just come and have fun.
yeah. Yeah. I always catch days on her Bible study.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
do
always
Bible
show up
study.
over there, her Bible study. Yeah.
Me and Mom and Sue just
Yeah.
been out Bible
Well,
studying on our own, haven't we?
yeah.
That was
Yeah.
over with the Army vet.
With Army Vet, I know Bible study is always good over there. Well, it turns into that at some point.
It does because there's a question and we always turn it biblical somehow.
I'm
He thinks
still
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
a whole
still trying to figure him out.
he thinks I'm a whole religious person.
Mm.
Oh,
Like I guess this whole
no.
church
Does
going
he?
nuts, and I'm like, well, no.
Ah, yeah. I'm sorry, Hairbag. I didn't catch what you said.
I don't remember now. Must
Oh,
not have been
okay. Uh,
important.
oh, okay. Already.
I'm sorry.
Oh, oh no, no, no. Hey, no big deal. Well, I Hairbag, I had jumped up here to wish you a happy birthday as well. And
And I appreciate that.
I know I will definitely not be my last time. This has been great hanging out. I love the, you know, just hang out and have fun.
Yeah, we
Absolutely.
have had
Yeah,
fun
I
today.
love that. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, thank you, Mouse, for having me up here and being
Well, thank
so
you for
gracious.
coming out, Mama. You know you're
All
always
right.
welcome at my place.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Alrighty. Well, see you down in chat.
You have a good one.
Ah, at least
Okay, DC, have a good one.
yeah, we're
She's got
rounding up about that third hour. Everybody's
yeah.
got stuff going on, but it has been a great day.
It's been an awesome show.
I hope you've had fun.
Oh, I have.
Excellent. Now, see, there are people who care.
Yeah,
There are always people here.
I really like them too. I do.
A lot of great
I
people over here tonight. I've
appreciate
seen
them.
all the good ones.
I don't know what else to say other than that, but I mean, it goes further than that, even actually. People are so cool.
Yeah, there's still good people out here. You keep
Yes,
your eyes
there is.
open, you'll see them. But I guess we're going to round this out now. I've still got a meeting or a phone call I've got to make on Friday night.
Okay, I just want to say one thing before you do. Anybody and everybody that came in, thank you for the happy birthday wishes, and I hope you all have a fantastic evening.
I will second that. I want to thank everybody who came up on panel today and wished him a happy birthday audibly. I want to thank everybody that showed up in chat and wished him a happy birthday. You turned out to be the best chat on the streets, absolutely. And for those of you gonna catch us on the replay crew, I'm gonna give a shout out to you guys because you guys matter too. And we will see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.
Bye bye, guys. Have a good night.